I click on the buttons and make things happen, and then Harry shows up and I say, "Hi, Harry, how's it going? Another glorious day in this man's army." You always say where that's from. And I'm gonna say that it's from... He got The Matrix. It's from The Matrix. Another glorious day in this man's army. What? That's just a normal saying? It's not a reference? I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I do know that I haven't launched the game yet, that I have Premiere open, and I shouldn't. I mean, I should, but it's an indicator that I shouldn't because I didn't upload the video I just rendered. But that doesn't matter. I can upload it later. And I can close all of that, except for Chrome. Chrome is good. I'm not going to upload it while I'm doing stream, even though I could, but I don't know if YouTube is throttling. It's Vegas, baby. Vegas. Yes, it is, Harry. Vegas is now. Vegas itself is now a shithole with nothing to do. Yeah, COVID ruined everything for Vegas, I would assume. Or maybe, I don't know, because it's Nevada. Did Nevada go into lockdown? Because I know some states that didn't do nothing in the US. So, I don't know. I wouldn't want to go to Vegas. I hear it's too hot and too dry. And everything is too expensive. So why would you want to go there? Why would you do things like that? Okay, game is now... Oh no! Things went wrong. Holy Chisa, welcome to the stream. I'm setting my recording up and all that. Let me do it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Fantastic. It starts all at the same time. I don't need to time things together. More than that, my big thing against Fallout New Vegas is that it has nothing to do with the old Vegas from the 50s or 60s when this game says it takes inspiration from. Oh, I see what you mean, Harry. Oh, yeah. It's just, it's the easy, they did the easy way out, which is, you know, I don't really mind personally, but it is the easy way out, which is to use the imagery and the language of things to give an appearance of stuff. Let's launch the game. How do I launch this game? Mod organizer. That's how I launch this game. To give an appearance of New Vegas. Oh, did you hear my ear make that awful noise? I think you might have. That was me. Sort of. I just had a shower and my ears got water in it, and I was doing the chlicka chlicka. Yeah, I see what you mean, Harry. It'd be an interesting thing to make it like that, because the thing with Las Vegas, as far as I understand it anyway, is that everything is very big, every road is enormous, and things are very far away. It's not very vertical. And that picture that you just posted, which I could, let me go live so I can show you the link online, although I don't know how long that link lasts. But that picture that you just showed, that I can't open in this screen. Actually, I could. But yeah. Is very horizontal. It doesn't work with... I mean, it does work. It would absolutely work with a computer game, a first-person computer game. But the problem is the consoles. I don't think they could ever make something like that. Like, Freeside had to be cut into 2 areas because the consoles couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? So we're launching the Gamai. And I'll put my mouse over on that side, because otherwise the game screws up everything. That happened in the end of the 60s and early 70s when idiots started demolishing all those great mid-century modern and... Oh, I got... Modern and googie buildings. You mean Bauhaus, I believe. The correct term. Although I'm not sure if I'm correcting that myself. Oh, right, we are at a great place. Holy Chisa, even on PC, the engine has trouble, stable frame rate in open freeside in Vegas. Yeah, it does freak out every once in a while. It's not an engine made for that sort of, what's the word? Stress. Bauhaus is Bauhaus, Googie is Googie. MCM is MCM. I do not know what MCM is. Is MCM what you were referring to with modern? Modern? I don't know what MCM is. Also, Boone, why are you injured? Why is everybody always injured? And why can I... Do you see what happens? Do you see... Let's see what I have to deal with. New Vegas. New Vegas. So what are we doing? We're waiting for the boss of this place. Because he's coming over here. He's sleeping right now. It's just going to take a little while. And, I have to do something about my boom arm. This thing over here. Because it squeaks over there. You probably can't hear it. Because this microphone is heaven. But it makes noise and I don't like it. I need to add a little bit of ointment there. Chicka-chan, chicka-chan. Anyway, we are going to wait because it's 5:30 a.m. How about 8:30? Does 8:30 constitute a good time for a military person to be awake? Let's find out. Elbow grease, that's the one. Holy Chisa. Thing is, they got this feeling in Fallout 2 with New Reno that has this feeling in style. Oh, mid-century modern. That's what... Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course, that would be a very specific style. It is. He's here. Lovely view. Not too corrupted by the lack of long-distance rendering that my mods somehow add. Hello. So, should we sit down? No, it's not a sitting down sort of situation. It's, Chief.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had.
Aquifers.
Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal.
Hey, Big Red Skeever, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Is now. Looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up. But it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated.
There's a lot of mouth noises.
Now what can I do for you?
A lot. Do you ever stop talking? I will ask you that, but I'll save the game first. Tell me about yourself.
Folks around here call me the Chief, but handling's just fine. The Rangers run the...
Actually, I don't like that. Do you ever stop talking? Shouldn't be there.
Try to lend a hand.
Should be at the bottom of the dialogue tree.
Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
Fires?
Legion fires. They burn high wherever the Legion goes. Caesar's a hard man to figure out, but he always wants you to know when more troops are at your front door.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
What do you know about Caesar?
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of
the best of the best, the worst of the worst.
A lot of the followers, he
Caesar
went out
is
in the
dead,
wilderness
yes.
With a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns.
Really? Where did he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham.
Some people know, a lot of people know, it just doesn't.
And the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
And of course we know that story from a first-person storytelling perspective. We talked to a Blackfoot back in Caesar's camp. How did a follower wind up becoming Caesar?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua...
That's a
Graham
very different take.
His right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam.
That is a very different take from Caesar's telling of why he... It's very weird because I think... I don't know if we know what canonically happened, if he had intentions of turning the Blackfoots into basically an all-conquering machine, because effectively that's what he did. But what he told us about the Blackfoots and their process of becoming better at warfare, he started the conversation, Caesar did when we talked to him about this. He started the conversation already being like, it's pointless trying to learn the languages of your inferiors and they're all scrubs and you hate them. So he was already starting the conversation from that standpoint. And when he gets to the Blackfoot, or to the Blackfoots, he's just like, and I basically taught him how to fight properly and I conquered everybody else. He doesn't really try to justify it like Chief Hanlon over here is trying to justify it. Chief Hanlon sounds almost defensive of Caesar. He started off saying he's the best of the best and the worst of the worst, which I disagree on many counts. But the best of the best starting it out, like, he's playing defense for Caesar, which is really special in terms of from a writing perspective, because this guy is the chief of the... probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, no, not the biggest, because Camp McCarran is bigger, but this is the second biggest camp of the NCR in the game. But more importantly, and like, this needs to be understood, is that Caesar would be acting sort of out of character if he himself was defensive about why he turned the Blackfoots into an all-conquering killing machine. Because what happens in real life and what makes sense to happen to people is that they sort of retroactively change the reasons why they do things, not just to them, particularly when they're explaining it to somebody who is their friend or to somebody who's their ally. In the case of Caesar, that was the case. Caesar was explaining to us why he conquered the Blackfoots, but also to themselves, because we retroactively assign justifications for our actions if we learn to come to terms with our actions, especially in life-changing actions like his action of turning the Blackfoots into an all-conquering killing machine. What happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst.
Hoover Dam isn't that big. It's just a little...
Graham had been with Caesar
a little
since
outpost.
the beginning.
This one has a lot of people.
He had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
So I was right. He is the Burned Man. And it is weird that Caesar doesn't like to talk about the Burned Man, but does talk about Joshua Graham. Especially when you consider that the first time we heard of the Burned Men, people told us specifically that Caesar doesn't want to hear that name, or that his name, like, they called him the Burned Men because Caesar didn't want to hear his name. So I think that might be like a plot hole, maybe, that Caesar talks about Joshua Graham, or that I just misunderstood things. It is possible that it's just a plot hole. So that was the end of Graham.
It's not that clear cut.
In real, of course, Hoover Dam is enormous.
Son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports.
Oh, there are.
From Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
Yep. Are the Blackfoots part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and god, all rolled into one.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
How is the NCR doing?
Mojave Outpost sent word through the stations. The Rangers coming up from Baja moved through Dayglow a week ago. Some of the patrol rangers reported that Oliver's power armor heavy troopers are starting to reinforce the front lines. Wish they got here a bit earlier, but that's a Senate for you.
What do the new Rangers, or what do they mean for the NCR?
The Baja Rangers can do more advanced night scouting and sharpshooting to assist the troopers.
Because of their...
Ranger combat helmets are old pre-war.
He's going to talk about it.
They have built-in low-light optics.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, I think we saw some schematics about that. Tell me about the heavy troopers.
They have the best equipment the NCR can get its hands on. Power armor salvaged from our war with the Brotherhood. Techs strip out the joint servos so you don't need special training to wear it. It feels like you're carrying a Brahmin on your back, but it can take a heck of a lot of punishment.
Yeah, I installed the Josh Sawyer mod, and so I don't need training to use it either. It's a very important aspect of... Actually, I don't know. It is a very important aspect of the armor in this game, but I am trying to think... In Fallout 1 and 2, you don't need training to use the power armor. You need to power the armor. Well, specifically in Fallout 1, you don't get the power armor until you finish like a pretty involved quest, actually. A pretty awesome quest. I always enjoy that one. There's a couple of ways that you can do it differently as well. And it's just a very just talk to people sort of quest. But you just basically get a power armor. Or two, if you're very smart and good. They fix it. They fix it for you because the Brotherhood is portrayed in Fallout 1 as they are gonna throw a power armor away. Actually, it's not quite like that. They're gonna destroy it for scrap, but they're gonna, you know, what's the word? Decommission a power armor because of some like minor thing that the thing has that doesn't impede it from working. So you as an outsider just come up and, oh, you don't want that? Okay, maybe I can have it. If you just like, it's such a tiny thing that it doesn't matter. And yeah, the Brotherhood is portrayed like that in Fallout 1, which I always felt was really cool because they're very much the remnants of the past. They're the only anchor to the past that Fallout has. It's just, you know, it's tricky because that style of past doesn't exist in Bethesda's Fallout. Even Fallout New Vegas can't really put that back in. You look at the Brotherhood of Steel, and in Fallout 3, and certainly in Fallout New Vegas, and everything is grimy, everything is dirty. But in Fallout 1, it's like everything is shiny and beautiful and pretty, and it is really made to be that anchor of the past. But yeah, let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
What's the Legion been up to?
Word is that
you need manuals?
Old-timers have shown up. Caesar's veterans,
no way.
The Red Okie Centuria and what was the Painted Rock tribe. They're the best.
I don't remember. I can just equip it. As soon as you have one, you equip it.
Short of a Centurion or Praetorian, they don't come any tougher. You come across a pack of them, weigh your options carefully.
Or punch them properly in the face. What makes the veteran so tough?
Take a regular legionary and age him 10 years. Whatever they lose to age, they make up for with experience. Life expectancy isn't long in the Legion. You live 10 years in Caesar's army, you're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, but that's the thing to do it yourself. If you can't do it yourself, he does it for you. And he gives you one without you doing anything with the manual. I see what you mean, though, with the manual for equipping and repairing. So there's like a canonical sort of idea behind it. Maybe it was the original intention, but it isn't in the games. Maybe it was the original intention that they wanted you to have to go through training to get the power armor. And that's why they put it in Fallout New Vegas. Because I don't remember Fallout 3 requiring that. I think the moment you get power armor in Fallout 3, you just can wear it. No problem. I don't remember that you get training. Maybe you do. Tell me about the Centurions.
There's no real equivalent to them in the NCR. Centurions are battle-born elite officers who earn their rank with blood and sweat. They wear special outfits, too, pieced together from the armor of all their defeated enemies. Good commanders, tough opponents.
Who are the Praetorians?
Caesar's elite guard. They travel with him wherever he goes. A bit of insurance in case any of his guests get funny ideas. They aren't the toughest legionaries, but they're the most devoted to Caesar. They believe in everything the Legion stands for.
If you piss Kyle off, you can't use the power armor if you don't have very high repair. Wait a minute, you can't equip the power armor if your repair is not high? What? That means that I probably always arrived at the Brotherhood of Steel having read a lot of manuals. So I have some high repair anyway. Because usually I don't actually remember how high my repair is. But there's a lot of manuals in the hub, I think. Yes, minimum 50 repair and the manual for Kyle, or above 50 repair. Yeah. I never knew that. It's interesting. Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
Tell me about the Rangers.
I could tell you a lot of...
Hey, Jung, welcome to the stream.
But at my age, I'm not
How's it
sure
going?
which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know?
Have any good stories to tell?
Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger Rangers.
There must be something good the Rangers have done that you're proud of.
It's kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 Rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town, and 5 men with .308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well. They would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we had already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with .308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could, and we took them back.
It's kind of interesting that it mentions the .308
Last
twice.
I heard they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go.
That's cool.
That's my one bit of good.
So what happened at Hoover Dam and Boulder City?
In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks. Joshua
I'm trying to pay
Graham,
attention
Caesar's old
and
legend,
try to remember this.
He wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge. Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries.
He has a quest?
Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with C4 and dynamite.
Oh, I see.
Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham.
Okay, shoot.
Shoot.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Adios.
We could go and deal with Joshua Graham pretty soon. If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a whole DLC about it. They didn't even make it very... Like, all the advertising is all about that. It's a little bit spoilery, but it's not, it's not too spoilery. Chief.
You've come back to see the chief. Nice of you to humor the radio attendant.
It's the one that has plastic skeletons.
What can I do for you?
No, I was just thinking that maybe you would have anything new. Adios.
Adios.
Let's get out of here then. Actually, I didn't need to come back inside. We have places to go then. We are still doing the mission for the radio communications. Actually, return to center. Why did it get unmarked? Oh, because I selected the other quest. We don't have any over here. We do... Oh, the places on the other side of the river. Let's get out. Let's get out of here or out here, rather. And see if we have anything. So, northeast is that a ways. And we don't really have any markers that we haven't visited around here. So, we could just follow the lake. And there's some enemies over there, but that's... Oh, it's cazadors. Oh, man. Look at the wall. There's no wall. Cazadors will fly over. Seriously, you have a wall for cazadors. That doesn't work. But either way, we are... What is that up there? Whoa, that's... Oh. Okay, this guy was red. And it's red because... For some reason... I don't know why. Was I zooming in with my guns out? With my fists out. Because I have a thing that... well, it's boon. When I zoom in, it highlights enemies. Just another brick in the wall. It's important to finish return to sender. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go to Camp Guardian. Is that where we're actually going? Nope, that's Camp Bravo. Camp Foxtrot. Wait. Are you sure, Big Red Skeever, is that the one that you want to say? I think I know what this is. That place was full of death scorpions. Wait. That wasn't death scorpions, it was death claws. It's a different kind of death. But no, it's the actual kind of death. Yeah, we've been here. There's some more death up ahead as well. There it is. Didn't mean to do that. Can you not fly up here? Oh, to have a gun to shoot you down. Oh. I need to be very careful there. Ooh, look at the eggs. Stop it! Stop it! You awful, awful creature. My god. Fortunately, I got plenty of anti-venom, but... Oh my god. Okay, my arm. And plenty of doctor's bag. Whew. Let's go. Whee! We can't even do anything there. Just two of them being super mean. It's further to the east from Bravo. I think I've been there then. Let's see. Sloan. Was it over here? Station Charlie. Should be able to tell. That's Echo. That's Delta. Huh. I don't have it in my map. It's a nice location and no quests take you there, so many people miss it. Yeah. Quarry Junction? Yeah, I know. I know. Station Charlie. I don't even know where Bravo is. Oh, wait. Is it over here? No, that's Foxtrot. When are you doing Path of Exile? Asks Young. I was almost doing it last Saturday, but I decided against it because I don't have time to do the editing. I will... Maybe when I finish... Well... We'll see. Maybe when I finish Crusader Kings. Because the editing does take time, and it will take time for that game. Yeah, I don't know where Bravo is. That's Charlie. That's Echo, so Bravo should be somewhere around here. This quest mark it on your map. Oh, Bravo is over there. Thank you. Thank you, Big Red Keeper. We're gonna do that. I mean... It's gonna be easy to tell, hopefully, because it's gonna be visible in the compass. Got a little bit of a shack. And some enemies, but... nope. It is... Well, can it be all yours? Yes. And this is the Counterfeiting Shack. Oh, no. Oh, no. You broke its wings? That's an animation that they have? Also, I see you? Oh, my God. I didn't realize they had that animation. That is the worst thing. Okay, what exactly are we talking about here? Counterfeiting Shack. Because this isn't... I wonder if this has to do with the quest for the Crimson Caravan. Because we killed all the Crimson Caravan. And I have also rambled thoroughly about the production and all the things about caps and whatnot. We have a locker, ammunition box with flamer. There's a radio somewhere in here. There is a radio. It's outside. What? How did they... Why did they do it like that? It's really weird. But there's nothing here. No, wait. Mojave Wasteland. Cellar. It's not outside. It's in the cellar. No, stop. Stop. Shh. Counterfeit bottle caps. The paint sucks or something. Wow. Oh, there's a normal bottle cap. Sunset Sarsaparilla thingy. The special quest ones. And they have Nuka-Cola in here? And Sunset Sarsaparilla? I'll take all the Nuka-Cola. Are they... They're opening it... They're opening the bottles. Let me just get rid of it. There we go. They're opening the bottles, and are they throwing a... They're not drinking it, right? They have vending machines over here as well. Wow. With actual Sunset Sarsaparilla in it, which is a Nuka-Cola for sure, but... What? Hey, Exiled Fury, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. How's it going? Book should be here. Thank you for the tip on the suitcase by the bed in the small back cellar room. Thank you. Well, I'll drink the Sunset Sarsaparilla, but I'm not really sure what kind of operation they were running over here. I say they, but like, it's kind of interesting that our character would be able to tell that it's, you know, before we get in here, that it's a Sunset Sarsaparilla, or rather, bottle cap factory sort of situation. Pretty good, working on a clone trooper helmet from Star Wars for a friend's cosplay. Nice stuff. That's really cool. That is really cool. Cosplaying is so cool. Like, if I were to done cosplay, which I wouldn't, but if I were, it would be exclusively for the crafts. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to diminish the cosplaying itself, and certainly not like the makeup and the just, you know, looking like a certain character. All that is really cool, but the crafts is where it's at. Like making all the, like a rifle or like a piece of armor, all that sort of. And I watch every once in a while. I watch a few cosplay channels where they just, you know, build stuff like that, and it's so cool. It's so cool, and it's something that I kind of am relatively good at. Not specifically making cosplay items. I never worked with that sort of material, but I like craftsy stuff. And then you should find Fisherman Shack next to the lake, where you find the Unarmed book. I already found the Fisherman Shack. I also found the Unarmed book. I remember that very, very well. Do a power armor cosplay. I know, right? I know. I mean, those are easy to make because there's already stuff that you can buy. And it's probably cheaper to buy it than to make it. But Exile Fury says, you never followed me. Now you followed. But I got notifications. That's weird. That's interesting. Maybe it's on a different account with the same email or something. And I'm a crafter far more than an actual cosplayer. All the props to you. All the props to you. Oh. Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor. Nice. This one wasn't as hidden as the other ones. As the other books. Everything is so hidden. And it's a bed. It's a ruined sofa. Very important. The ruined part. And more Sunset Sarsaparilla. I don't get it. I'll drink it, but I think we're done here, gents. Well, yeah. We're done. Unless there's some secret that I didn't see. Which would be definitely cool, like a hidden passage or something. It might have been just a place for us to find that book in. So, train tracks. These are the train tracks that cross the northern wasteland, north of New Vegas. This is really cool. This is a really cool place. Oh, also that is less cool. Do I want to kill them? Oh, I know what those are. No, I don't. I think I killed them already. Those are the ones next to the lake that we killed before and got killed by in the past. Wait. What's that? Nothing. Thought there was somebody on the road. But that is not the case. So where are we going? We could just follow east from here. Yeah, let's follow the road. We might get attacked by the Cazadors, but that's going to be a risk we're going to have to take. It's a beautiful day in the post-apocalypse wasteland. Oh yeah, I read that already. Is this one of the camps? I don't think so. It's a very curious place. Is it? Oh, it's an extension of that thing where I put the boat, where I put the the airplane. Bitter Springs Recreation Area. Wait. Oh, this is Bitter Springs. Of course. This is where Boone wants to go. Colville Bay. Lake Mead. And we got some flags. I'm not sure what those are. Dockside Shore Power. Sales and service. Courtesy car. Fuel, bait, and tackle. You got a courtesy car? Man. And of course we've been down here, as I said before. We came from there. And there was a bunch of cazadors being really bad for me and my health. Boone is with me. Boone is right here. Boone, I'm doing all this on purpose. Got a little shack over here for the recreations office. Okay, I'll just climb on top of this thing. You guys take care of that, if you don't mind. Cash register. Pencil. Didn't mean to get the pencil. Another cash register. That one is empty. Poseidon Energy. Some bottle caps, including Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle caps. It's quite a mouthful. And some water. Not that I need it, because I just drank a bunch of Sunset Sarsaparilla. Stop it! Now I have a bit of a thing on my upper right corner of the screen. Tumblers Today. That is a book. Which might mean... You're already full of... That's a good thing. Because I misclicked there. That might mean that I now... Oh, I'm at 88. Oh. I thought I was at 98. And we got a safe. Inside the office shack, on the desk, in the smaller of the two rooms. I just found it. Harry's saying he's a bit drunk. Don't worry about it. And there it is. Some pre-war money. And bottle caps. Pre-war money weighs us down. Bottle caps don't. In this place... Oh, let me actually get rid of the pencil. Pencil doesn't weigh anything, so yeah. We actually don't have much here. Much else, anyway. Sunset Sarsaparilla. I'll pass, thank you. Everything has been blown to pieces. Yes, Jung. It looked like there was a Swedish flag, but I think that's discoloration. It's not Swedish flag either. That'll be closer to Norway. Except it's yellow. Also, it's not off-center. I don't know. It's discoloration, I'm pretty sure. Or is it this one that you're referring to? Ask about... Oof. Something there that says... Ask about the U-238 Uranium-238 series of Poseidon atomic... Yeah. It looks like... Oh, like a region's flag. Interesting. Yeah, I think those are not the original colors. Calville Bay is based on real-world location of Calville Bay along Lake Mead's north shore in Clark County, Nevada. Clark County? A famous area, I think? Because I remember hearing it. Don't know where from. And we got a little bit of a camping park over here with nothing in the camper vans. These are not actually camper vans, are they? They're camping trailers. Look at this one. A little bit more permanently positioned, but unfortunately nothing inside. Let's not go north to Bitter Springs right away. Let's go Oof. Oh, it's not this way. Good, good. I don't want to deal with those cazadors. Oh man, that's Bitter Springs up there, isn't it? Let's go this way to our objective. The bay was formed and the settlement was submerged after the Colorado River was dammed to form Lake Mead in real life. It's interesting. It happens a lot. Because, you know, people like living close to the water, and then if anything gets turned into a lake, usually houses will disappear. That's where we're supposed to go. Wait. This keeps going, though. What? This sign doesn't say anything. You cannot... It's a prohibition sign. For whatever it's called in English, I don't know. No Brahmins? I don't know what that was. That was weird. This is cool. I like this.
Take him out.
What?
Eat this.
Oh, what is that? That is special. Oh, it's a ghoul. It isn't special. It's fine. And also, I think that confirms that I wasn't zooming in before with my fists. I was zooming in with no fists. Because you can't zoom in with fists. Oh, that's a bug. Right there. That is a bug. A weird bug at that, so let's not look at it too much. And pretend the game is not buggy. And we have the end of a road and a bug in the backdrop. What is this? Oh no, it's another one of these! You jerk, stop it. Wait a minute. What? Oh, it's not a picket fence. I thought it was a picket fence. I mean, it kind of looks like one, but it isn't. So, there's a lot of enemies up north. There's some friendlies, but... Wait, the friendlies are really close. Oh, there are friendlies. Let's go this way. Compare it to this flag. The flag of Scania. That's right, Scania is a region, isn't it? I can see the similarities. You said you had told me about Scania before, and that's why I remember it being a region, because I recognize the avatar, your avatar. And this is a completely different view on the fort. I'm not really sure if it's possible to go to the fort in any other way apart from fast travel. So there's a little bit of a ridge that there's no location for us to see, but there are some coyotes, and also there's this. Isn't Scania a truck? That's why that's the name that people know. This little outcropping. But yeah, I don't even know how you would get to the fort from down here, because there's no entrance in the fort. You can't, like, if you could get to the fort from down here, you would be able to see the entrance in the fort where you come from, the river or something. Maybe there would be like a riverside or something. And then it would make sense for you to be able to leave the fort if you wanted through the river. But obviously the positioning is everything. Camp Guardian. Hi. Aren't they the cutest? They are gonna die, but they are still the cutest. And that bug, that is not a bug up there. That's fine. The sun is setting fast. So, Camp Guardian peak elevation really high, population 12-ish. Wait. Hi. You brutes. Oh, the sun is not setting. The atmosphere is changing. Oh man, now I can't read that. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. Mount Guardian. Oh. And the elevation is 2,667 feet. We're gonna find people in here, aren't we? I mean, one way or another. It looks like there's enemies. Camp Guardian log page. 7. Day 7. Okay, we're making good headway, cleaning up the paths. With only 12 of us, I'm amazed we've moved this much rock in such a short time. Kale and I made it to the top yesterday. The survey team was right. Guardian Peak has one hell of a view, but we still have a lot of work ahead of us. I sent our runner to Bravo to request a radio from McCarran. There isn't much point in having an Overwatch camp here if it takes us at least an hour to sprint to Bravo to report a Legion assault. So they were NCR. Whoever was here. Maybe is here, although probably not, because otherwise we'd have a quest for this. We never asked about Camp Guardian, did we? Day 3. This place is a mess. I'm gonna learn that later then, because this is all out of order. Which explains, or I guess makes a lot more sense than just having the things in order as you go up the river. Or not up the river, but up the ridge. Because, you know, if they were, you know, lost to the wind or something, then it makes sense that they wouldn't be in order. So I think that's on purpose. Oh, there's another one over here. That is 18. Okay, let it be for there for a little bit. Oh, hello, it's the little rat. Oh, freaking hell, it's the little huge rat scorpion. Okay, it's a good thing I have a power fist. Again, not a power fist, but still. I don't actually know what it's a ballistic fist, I think, is the base weapon. Oh, they did make camp up there. You're out of order. This entire court is out of order. And another one. Wow, the reach on that thing. Did you see? That was pretty far away. So, there's a bridge and an outhouse. And definitely not a bug. Don't worry about that. Oh, I heard that. Why are you all aggro? Because there's a huge red scorpion down below. That's fine. We don't worry about that. Red scorpions actually never were a problem in this playthrough. They can be a tremendous problem, in fact. But they just never were for me. Which I consider myself to be very lucky about. Oh, we got dynamite. Frag grenades, in fact. A lot of them. Training area. It's a little dummy. Oh. What was that thing that disappeared from there? I think it was the smoke. So there's definitely stuff down below that we're gonna need to explore. I'm getting stuck over here.
Can't run from me.
Okay. Camp Guardian Cave is here. Let's get to the peak first, because I think we might be able to get there from the other side. This place looks weird. Zingster, welcome to the stream. What is that court order quote from Harry? The Simpsons? It's not a bug, it's a mod error. Oh, it's a mod error, okay. Well, we call it a bug. The Simpsons, I think that is... I think that's like a movie. It might be from The Simpsons, as in them referencing the movie, but I think it's like a famous movie. But I never watched the movie. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Just as I expected. Oh! You looked bigger than you were. And we have another note. Oh, another red scorpion as well. Hello. Man. Okay, that's number 12. And this... Oh! That's number 20. And this is the picket fence that we saw when we were right around there. First off, over there, I think. Did we see any enemies up here? I don't think so. A Few Good Men. Could be. Never watched it. We got a little bit of a... What is this? Picnic camp? Fireplace? Barbecue embankment? Night is falling. Oh, he's going. Okay. I don't know. Here in Portugal, we have a lot of these. They don't have... It's kind of different, but it's basically the same. We have a lot of these in mountains like this. Mounts? It's a Mount Guardian, so I suppose it would be a mount. But yeah, we just have that because people enjoy having picnics. So I imagine it's exactly the same in the U.S. I mean, obviously, people enjoy having picnics anywhere. What I mean is, it's called picnic rather than a barbecue. And we see the NCR flag up there. A lot of Brock flowers up here. But the path is branching. It's from the great movie And Justice for All, 1979. Have you seen 12 Angry Men? It's different from A Few Good Men. Maybe the sequel? That's funny. I crack myself up. It'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? A Few Good Men and now 12 Angry Men. I think that is actually where we came up from. Oh, it is. I see. So we crossed this little bridge. We're gonna wait until day so we can have a view. We have a radio that is on. Don't ask how. Oh, got a lot of rats here. Or skeevers. What are they called? Giant rats. Skeevers is in Skyrim. Where are you? There you are. Come here. Shh. Stop it. We got some sunset sarsaparilla things. Oh, actual sunset sarsaparilla. Pork and beans. Coyote meat. Let's go with pork and beans and purified water, huh? Got some crème as well. Yeah, there's just supplies up here. And we need to sleep, so we're gonna get to see the view. Huh. Okay. Coyote tobacco, some crème. Let's take the crème and prepare for the night. Because obviously nobody's here, but we knew that already. Lots of pork and beans. This place does not look good. There's also blood. Could be red paint. We're gonna err on the side of blood because that's a cool name for a movie. To err on the side of blood. There's a lot of food though. Foot locker with another power fist. That's weird. Why would they have so many power fists? Anyway, we're gonna sleep for, well, until daylight. Picnic and barbecue are very interchangeable in Western English. Still not a good time. Boon. It's getting better. The sun is rising. I'm eating my chomps. Chomps? That's not. I'm eating my food. And drinking my Nuka-Cola. Still need to drink some. Nuka-Cola. Purified water. Oh, it's the pork and beans. I don't need them. Let's go with the purified water. There we go. Why did I gain experience? Eddie? Where's Eddie? Where the heck is Eddie? He's been killing people, hasn't he? Either that or somehow just found the location. Ooh, metal armor and helmet. That's really good. One technique I heard they used is slowly as the movie progressed, they slowly raised the height of the camera so that the room felt bigger. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Fine by me.
Cinema has a lot of techniques like that. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so I have armor with me because I'll be able to fix the Remnant's power armor ever so slightly, but it's gonna show me the damage reduction. Yeah, the damage reduction is night and day. Well, it's not night and day, but it is. You know, it's better. Damage reduction is better on this power armor. And as for the helmet, that takes care of that. But anything fixes my helmet, to be honest. Remnant's power armor, it is, I suppose, eventually. We're just gonna need to keep finding some heavy armor. Okay, so healing powder. Healing powder is so light, it absolutely makes sense to just make some every once in a while. We're gonna check. Oh, there's another one of these. Note 5. Little rat. And now a proper thing for the scenic view. Note 8. Don't fully understand why there's so many rats up here. But there are. Oh, the blood might have been because of the rats that I killed. That is likely the scenario. Yeah, that's probably what we're dealing with. And now we have a scenic overlook. A proper one. Yeah, it looks good. I'm sure it looks even better in real life. This is outside of the game. We don't go there. And to be fair, this is also outside of the game. We don't go there. But that's the fort. And then that way there's the beach things that we found a mire lurk or lake lurk at. And it's also camp... I don't remember the radio. Or the name of the camp with the radio. So it's kind of cool because we could, like, this could be a place where we don't even need a radio. We just need to do light signals for that other camp. So they were working here. It's not like they didn't know this camp was here. And we got page 15. Because there's binoculars, there's a chair. Nobody would bother bringing a chair up here without this place being working. There's a radio. They did get the radio eventually. And pork and beans next to the radio. I mean, it's just, you know, living the life. Oh, there's a dungeon there. Did you see that? And this is the little flag. Because of course they would want the Legion to know where they are. That is so... That is... I don't... Is the flag... Oh, the flag is kind of tiny. They wouldn't want to know the Legion to know where they are. The flag isn't very tall. It's not meant to be seen from afar. That's a cool detail. That's a really cool detail. Okay, so we're probably going to the cave. This is likely the same cave as the other one. There's some blood. Yeah, there's blood everywhere. This isn't from the rats I killed. And this is the Camp Guardian cave. So we're going to go in there. But let's first see... Oh, okay. So first see if this goes anywhere. And it doesn't. Okay. So I wonder if we're going to find any survivors. I mean, if we were going to find survivors... Oof, this is dark. This is dark and hazy. Oof. What's going on? Oh, it's fixed. If we were going to find survivors... and there's friendlies in here... then I ask... why did the NCR not tell us about this? 9mm pistol... C4 explosives. Lots of C4 explosives. For days. Look at your radio signals. Thank you, Big Red Skeevers. Skeevers? Just the one. Camp Guardian radio.
The camp was attacked. I think I'm the only one left. Brother,
thank you.
This is Camp Guardian calling for backup. any nearby forces. Bravo! Come in, Bravo! Is anyone out there? The camp was attacked.
I never listened to the radio. I have very many, very, very big problems with the radio in Fallout. But that was the time that I should have listened to the radio. I was trying to get rid of my C4. Man, this voice actor is bad. It's not as bad as others. So we have quite a... Oh, yeah, I've got a lot of purified water. Is it food that I'm carrying that I shouldn't? It's the purified water. That's a bit of a pain. Sure. They probably have pork and beans around here. Didn't I see pork and beans around here? Was it upstairs? Water does it. The original is better. Ah, I see. I didn't realize it was a new one. Okay. Let's explore. We just seem to be going down then. Wow, what a mess of a dungeon. The map, I tell you, the map is... The local map is absolutely useless. So we came from up here, and there's this little bit over here. Let me just navigate by myself. I've heard a couple of voice actors that I liked with the mod, but I think 90% of the originals are better. I agree. I agree. The ceiling is cracking. That's bad news. That's bad news. We got lake lurks. And lanterns. Oh! Hi! Salford.
Over here.
I know. I'm over here.
Thank God. I didn't think I'd ever see another human face down here.
What are you talking about?
You must be the backup I've been calling for. Where are the rest of your men?
This is it, buddy.
What? I'll take all the help.
He looks like death.
These caves.
Thank you for the follow, Elwood Blackmore. Welcome to the stream.
We need to get the We need to get the fuck out of here.
Are you okay?
I managed to kill it, but not before it tore up my leg. There's no way I'm walking out of here like this. I've been keeping quiet, hoping they don't realize one of their brothers.
A one-man army.
We need to get out of here before they come back.
Yeah, it looks like some nasty lacerations and a dislocated joint. You're lucky I find you.
Thanks a lot, Doc. I think I'll be able to walk out of here now.
Motherfucker. You piece of trash. You are shit.
Feels a lot better.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
Think you could do me one more favor?
I'll ramble about that. I'll tell you.
Risk running in there again. Think you could escort me out of here?
The line is, you're lucky I found you. You're lucky I found you. It's somewhere around there. Now, did you notice how he said, thanks a lot, Doc? That's the game being written. All the freaking lines that are skill checks, they are always written in reference of the skill check that they're in. It's never written in the reference to the freaking conversation that they're having. It's like they go through all the lines of doctor and they say, oh, hello, doctor. Hey, doctor. Oh, you are so good at medicine. Where did you learn all of that? Are you still in school? All of that. You're very smart. My God. It sounds like a king. Everybody sounds like a king, Harry. They just have the base super high. I can't find those movies, Harry. Too old, I guess. Yeah, they're probably going to be only on... Blockbuster. You're going to need to go rent them on Blockbuster. That's what it is. We need to clear the caves first.
Clear the caves? You're crazy! No way in hell I'm going in those caves! You haven't seen what they've done to the other troopers.
If we don't clear the caves, your friends' death were for nothing. Can you live with that?
Alright.
That wasn't very well
you
delivered.
got a point. They were good men. They deserved better. I can't guarantee I'll be much help against their numbers.
You shouldn't be of any
But I'll
help.
do what I can.
You should not do any of the Ken.
Chances are, we won't get out of here alive anyway.
Dude! He's coming with me, I suppose. Let's get moving.
Lead on.
Hey, can I talk to you about other things? I'm pressing the E a lot, and he's initiating dialogue every time. I'm gonna stop pressing E.
No time to talk. We've still got to deal with them.
Yeah. I want your mushrooms. Thank you. Oh, these mushrooms are too heavy. I'll eat them. And I'm not heavy anymore. That is how weight works. So, the them that we're dealing with, I assume is cave lurks. Or lake lurks. Do they actually change their name to cave lurks? I didn't notice. It'd be cool if they did. Hey, what is up? There's some more over there. You were just embracing me. That very much looked like he was just giving me a hug. And this is probably the first exit. And everything is hazy. Who designed this dungeon and made the exits hazy?
Take him out.
No, don't do that. You're gonna
Mine.
get yourself killed. TB Kang, welcome to the stream. I still wanted Outer Worlds to be the new Vegas. I couldn't get into it.
You're mine.
It is a very different game in some aspects. The Outer Worlds is the new Fallout 1, is what I say. The storylines are well seated too, bonus. Oh, you're talking about the movies. Those lurks feel a little forced in the Fallout universe. Yeah, they're just, you know, yeah. It's just Bethesda doesn't know how to make monsters. So where are these little ones? I hear you. Hey, hello. Good. Okay, the caves keep going. I want to see what they did to your men. Oh, hi. Hello. Good. And this keeps going down.
Can't run from me.
Don't mess with them. Hey, fellas. I'm just, I'll be back in a little bit, okay? Oh my god. What? They're very upset. Boone? There's a service rifle here. Wait, is this what they did to your men? Wait, how is there a service rifle here? Daddy? What exact... Why is there a service rifle in the middle of the road? Oh, I see. Also, there... Oh, I see. We're following their path. Because the blood splatters are what their men... what his men... where his men got dragged. Okay. There's this interesting looking mushrooms that are blue and they can't pick them up. You know what happens when someone says something about the Outer Worlds? I have to say, shut the huge disappointment. Might try it again. Just mod the balls. I wish I could mod that game. I would mod it into a proper game. Oh yeah, that's contact over there. There we go. This is the one that I was looking for. NCR dog tag. Is your armor heavy? It is medium, so no. You don't even look... What is that? Oh, it's a trooper helmet. Your helmet is over there. This doesn't look overly brutal. This guy is just acting as if we're being hounded by death claws. Dude, you don't even know what I've done. Like, I've been through hell. I still haven't been through the Sloan Quarry, admittedly, which is yeah, I know it's that would be the real chip on my shoulder. Wait, that's not what it means. Oh, there's another dead person over here. The real metal on my breast, I suppose. Hey, hello, what's up? Oh, there's another one. This one doesn't have legs. Okay, so I suppose that's a little more gruesome. Oh, that's the Kang. We got the Kang. Hey, come here. There we go. It's just a normal lake lurk. Where's the... What?
Hey, you.
What?
Over here.
What do you mean? Oh, hi, this one. Was that the one that was making noise? I think it was. Let him be. Let's see what they had. They had some cows. Another NCR trooper. A mental armor. Another one. Egg clutch. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So the Lake Lurks kidnapped the entire NCR team. I assume they might have killed them before kidnapping them. Which means sequestered their bodies, perhaps, would be a better way of phrasing it. Yeah, these egg clutches don't do anything. And brought them down to these caves. And this guy somehow... It survived? Oh. Water that isn't radiated. My favorite. Oh, not you. Get out of my face. I want a drink. Scared me for a second, Kang. So much replayability with all the mods. You know the group Yifi or YIFI? Didn't know they had their own site. I really would like to be able to mod the Outer Worlds. I would, for example, completely redo the itemization system, completely redo the character system, completely undo all the combat. Just have 3 fights in the whole game. That's only 3 fights. It's no shooter. No shooter. It's just 3 shoots. And it's like one-shot kill. That'd make it better. What was that? What?
How do you like that, you sons of bitches?
Oh, you...
Looks like we've cleared them out. All right. I'm gonna get packed, and I'm heading back to California. So much has gone wrong with the NCR. I'm not staying here anymore.
Aren't you just gonna go AWOL if you do that? Or, because you should go back and report. I don't know. Anyway, have a safe trip.
If you find my friends, please return their dog tags to the NCR. People need to know what happened here. If they won't listen, do what you can to make them listen.
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, he gave me a note as well. I should probably read about his things as well. He gave me the dog tag fist. This recipe allows you to make a dog tag fist, which is a bad dog tag fist. Halford's note. I've found it possible to create a sort of makeshift weapon using all of the dog tags I have been collecting over the past month. One of these days, the NCR is going to pay for their continual mismanagement and idiotic bravado. On the back side of the page is a schematic drawing of the dog tag fist. So let's read the log pages in order, because I think we got them all from outside. This is Camp Guardian Daily Log, Sergeant Banner reporting. Day 3. This place is a mess. Most of the old hiking trails are buried in landslides, and the rest is so dusted you can't tell which direction you're supposed to go. I don't know what the hell the survey team was thinking when they said this was a strategically sound location. At least we were issued plenty of rations, and the river has plenty of fresh water. We could eat for months. Let's hope tomorrow brings some headway cleaning this place up. And then we have log page 5. We've managed to shovel most of the debris up to the first bridge. This thing looks like a wreck, thankfully. There were a few wooden shacks around we can dismantle for scrap to rebuild. I just hope we don't run out of scrap before we finish the trail. Jackson says he heard some kind of howling the other night. It sounds like the wind to me. And then we have log page 7, which is the one about them getting to the peak and asking for a radio. And then we have log page 8. More complaints of strange noises by Jackson. I'm starting to think he still has some unresolved issues after seeing his last squad wiped out by a Legion slaver squad to the south. I sent out a few men to investigate, but they couldn't find anything. I think I should keep Jackson away from the munitions until he calms down. That was page 8. And then we have page 12 over here. We managed to get the rest of the path cleared. Some pre-war fencing was mostly intact, and we were able to set it up as a makeshift barrier on the more dangerous cliffs. I hope none of these jarheads falls off. We found a few cave entrances as we were clearing rubble. They lead back to each other with just a single collapsed path which appears to lead down into the mountain. The damn survey team didn't mention any caves. I hope we don't find any more little surprises. Spoiler alert, they did. It's been almost a week, and still no sign of a radio from McCarran. I'm sending a runner to Bravo to see if they can spare a handheld or any other radio gear. Until McCarran can get around to sending the gear I requested. I swear those dumb bastards back at the command expect us to use carrier pigeons or something. Or light signals, as I was talking about. I would change the stupid computer AI to Eddie and rewrite the entire companion quests and add more clothes and fill that Victorian-styled city with deep, cool quests. That actually is very true. That city needs to have a lot of quests. It could be like a hub. You should go there way earlier in the game. Way earlier, and just have a hub there. It should be a bigger city, because, you know, for adding cool quests, you can't have them all, like, one next door to the other. But it should be like a big hub that you come back to. Does Microsoft own The Outer Worlds and Fallout now? Yes. Has the sale gone through? I don't know if the sale has been cleared. Is that all the pages? It's just some are missing. No, it's just some are missing. But it is, as far as I know, it's all the pages. The companion AI. I didn't really have a problem with the companion AI. It was just, yeah, whatever. The handheld is working well enough, and we finished building steps up the steeper sections of the path. We can finally move the rest of our gear to the top. Last night, Jackson came screaming into the tent, swearing up and down he saw shadows moving in the water. I know Legionnaires are known to be fast runners, but swimming across the river, I sent half of the men in pairs to search the area, but again, we came up empty-handed. I'm starting to think Jackson is unstable and may need counseling. I'll request a replacement when we get the radio from McCarran. We finally got the radio from McCarran. I've set it up on the peak so anyone who on Overwatch duty can quickly radio in if the Legion makes a move. I'd like to know which genius back at command decided to send a squad to this location, but didn't think to give us a radio so we could actually call in an attack. Probably another politician's son. Day 20, more surprises. Collins came across a cave entrance right behind our damn tent. The survey team should have caught this if they had done a thorough job. I have no idea if anything is in there, but we don't have the manpower to deal with any serious pests. I'm going to have some choice words for Burke the next time I see him. This isn't the first time that idiot skipped over the tails while surveying an area. I hope to God we're not sitting on some kind of nest. I'm going to send in Frakes and Collins to scout the caves tomorrow. If we have to, we'll use explosives to collapse the cave. And that is why we had C4 right at the entrance. They were trying to collapse the cave. This place just keeps going. My God, we're gonna go down. I'm absolutely lost in here. I have no idea where this goes. Oh! Oof, 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 oof. It's just we looked down. It goes to the outside world. That's really cool. That's the fort. That's the mountain. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of water while I'm at it. And that's the other, that's the exit. Got some boats and whatnot. What is this? What? Okay, we're gonna need a rebreather. But what is that? Is it Wild Wasteland? These are casino chips. That's why you can't pick them up. Oh, this one actually moved. Oh yeah, you can move them. You just can't pick them up. Then naturally a plastic skeleton. You couldn't have that without the plastic skeleton. It'd be a crime, naturally. Oh, this is a lovely place down here. Huh. That's really cool. That little detail. Anyway, let's go back inside now that we have the rebreather. I think my companions don't need the rebreather. At least I hope they don't. Ah. Are they here? Did they die? They're not here. It's fine. I really don't know what happened to them. little C4 knocking at your door. Don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm not 100% confident that nothing bad happened to Eddie or Boone. But at least they're not going to annoy me, so, you know, there's an upside. Silver lining to every black cloud. Isn't that how it goes? Or I don't even think you need to say to every black cloud. You can say just to every cloud. Indeed. More of those broken ceiling things here where all of these guys are. I guess that's it. This is where we came from. And this is a dead end. And we've been up there, because that's how I aggroed everybody down here. I looked at them from above. And this is where it gets complicated. No, it doesn't get too complicated. It looks like there's a passage this way, but there isn't. It's actually linear. Oh, is this the same? It looks like it's not linear, but it is. Oh man, the dungeon is... It's just designed in such a weird way. I wonder if it's good or bad. I don't even know. Is it a good idea to design a dungeon that is actually linear but feels like it isn't? I think it isn't a good idea because it forces the player to come back because you feel like you missed stuff. It's bad. It's a Fallout 2 shit. Well, I guess that's it. That's the decision. Fallout 3 shit. Okay, well, it's still the decision. It's bad. Oh, and that loops back around. Oh, it's actually a fall. No, it isn't. Yes, I understand. I see. It isn't actually linear. It is simple, but it isn't completely linear. I know the cave now. Know where to go and how to do things. Let's go out. Eddie's here. Boone is here. They just teleported with me. Ooh. This is another exit. One that we didn't see. But we did see all the exits. Or entrances, as it were. So let's go check the downstairs. Not downstairs. I don't know where it is. Not downstairs. This bit down here that we didn't go to. There's some red scorpions. But there's gotta be more. Because it's a whole area. Look at this. And there's another location back here. Looks like COC that is reused in Burning Man DLC. It's a bit of a dead end back here. How do I get over there? COC? What do you mean COC? What is COC? Custom content? Original content? I don't know. COC Cell, by the way, Dead End, another great movie. One of the best ever made. That's the sign. Don't you dare. Oh, this is the start, then. It isn't a new one. Is this Bitter Springs?
You're mine.
I think this is. I don't know what you're shooting at, Boone. Excuse me. Oh, there you are. Oh, it's ghouls. You're shooting at ghouls? There's another one down there. That's actually what we're about to fight. Cell like in game cell. Oh, I see. I see what it is. Yes.
All mine.
Yep. It's one of those explodey ones that leave radiation behind. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. They're all stuck because they're very bad. Ooh! Actually survived that, huh? And this is... that's our camp. That's a radio station. That is Bitter Springs.
All mine.
It's full of ghouls.
Can't run from me.
Oh, hi. Oh, dang it. I don't even know how I missed that. I mean, this is how you play with Boone. You go into the middle of them, and then he just snipes them off one by one from above. Feral Ghoul Reavers. These guys have no loot. But they are tough. Yeah. No loot. Man, this guy's giving me radiation already from back there. That's nasty. Let's let them be for right now. Because I don't trust that camp to be not full of ghouls as well. Oh! Okay, and then you... Wow! We did make it. Wait, you're talking about... We made it to... Yes, he's talking about Bitter Springs. Boone is way too trigger happy. That's the only complaint I have about him. You can make him passive, I think. But yeah, he'll just snipe anything. Okay, I think we might know... This isn't Bitter Springs, is it? You're gonna take care of that? I would appreciate that. Yeah. What is it? We don't know. But it isn't Bitter Springs. So I don't know what he said, why he said we made it. Just have some centaurs down there. Nothing extraordinary. They're throwing poop at us. And there's radiation in here. Is that that's a bigger centaur. That's an evolved centaur, I believe. We haven't seen floaters. Are there floaters in this game? I don't think they have floaters. It's a shame. Floaters are so cool. You would want Boone to shoot them less? How come? Let's see if I can do... Eddie's just, you know, playing music for morale. Oh, Eddie, you goof. Shoot smart like a Charles Bronson movie. Yeah. Let's find out what this is. An evolved centaur. They don't seem very evolved to me. Oh, that does look pretty big. They die all immediately. Let me look at your face. Oh, I can't even move you. Wow, I can't even move them. That's a bit of a
You're
shame.
mine.
So they have centaur blood. And this one has more centaur blood. And there's a couple more down there. Probably all shot up. No, that's another one. It's another one of the big uns. It doesn't seem to be ranged. It doesn't seem to be a ranged combatant. And again, the face is gone. I don't even know. Oh, I might have been looking at the wrong... No, there's a lot of them. Did you kill them just now? Okay, so there's a lot of radiation. And we have found a location. I didn't look at the name. It's called the Devil's Throat. And unfortunately, our companions don't take radiation damage. I'm gonna take Red X because I never do. And I probably should because there's no reason not to. We got a super mutant in here, which makes sense because these monsters are of the Monsters Army or the Masters Army. And we got a CZ-57 and a Prospector with a Authority Glasses and a Combat Armor Reinforced, which is medium, and a Party Hat, which we will ignore. Empty Jet Inhalers. I can take those. You have some more. And that is a unique minigun. I believe is that an Avenger minigun? Is it called Avenger? Yes, it is an Avenger minigun. I believe it is a reference to the one in... I don't know. I don't think that Fallout 2 has an Avenger minigun. Can I drink this water? It's not even that bad. I've seen a lot worse. 3 rads for 5 drinks. Perfectly acceptable. But what do we have back here? The same. 3 rads for 5 drinks. Northwest of Devil's Throat is a super mutant camp with up to 4 super mutant masters. Sometimes 2 NCR rangers will spawn in the camp and fight the super mutants. With Wild Wasteland encounter will occur at this camp. I will go there now. So I guess that's that. That's not much. I mean, it's a lot of radiation, but it isn't much else apart from that. Phew. There was a passage back there. And there's a dungeon here. What? No, it is not a dungeon. It's just a little hidey hole. What? You say northwest. Did you say northwest? Yes, you did. Okay, so we're not... Yeah, we don't need to go there. There's nothing down there. Faked you out. Absolutely did. There's enemies all around, and the sun is setting again. Just how it goes when your day lasts for, I think it's 2 hours or an hour. Oh, it's super mutants. Hello. Oh, you're a Okay. My vital organs. Let me open my freaking... Okay, I think my companions are gonna die. Let me take Med-X. Hey, excuse me. Stop it. Stop it. Ooh, it has the nuclear weapons? Oh, hi. Wow, there is a nuclear weapon. What was that explosion? It happened again and again. Also, I think one of these chunks is a new... Yes? Oh, it's a missile launcher. That explains it. That explains it. I thought it was it was such a huge explosion. I thought it was a fat man. A little heavy incinerator. I'll take that. And flamer fuel. Hey, would you come here? Come here. Come here. Come here.
Fine by me.
Yes. I have a heavy incinerator for you. And also some ammo. Now, don't kill me. Or yourself. It's another one of these dungeons. This one has that little thing over there, but it's not a thing. Why would they make these dungeons like this? It's so weird. It's like they wanted to make things and then didn't. Oh, what is this? Did I kill you? I'm very sorry. I didn't realize. I mean, I did realize. What I mean is I didn't. Ooh, weapon repair kit. And Hydra. Eddie, I think you're carrying the weapon repair kits. Yes, you are. We only have the 2, but that's all we need. Okay, let's try to heal ourselves. One of your mods took the cardinal directions of your radar thing. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't like it at all. I don't know what's going on with that. That's Mark V nuclear bomb. Leaves behind the unique minigun and picks up a heavy incinerator. Because the heavy incinerator is expensive. The unique minigun wasn't. Seriously, the unique minigun is way too heavy for its price. There we go. A couple of stim packs that have been expired. And what is this thing? The bomb from Megaton in Fallout 3. It's a wasteland. What? It's a wild wasteland thing. This nuclear bomb appears to be a dud. However, it appears as though the core components could be salvaged. What do you mean the core components? You quickly disassemble the core components of the bomb's fission reactor. And I got 150 energy cells, 50 microfusion cells, 2 sensor modules. No, that's why I saved. I don't want none of that. We can't even activate it. Oh, it's got... Ooh. It's got a little symbol. It is the one from Megaton, I think. Hello. Come here. Okay. Whoa. Oh, that one just died. Deliver the radio. Yes, I know I'm doing the mission for that. So, unexploded nuclear weapon. You got microfusion cells from a purely fission bomb. I know, right? I'll show you the drawings of the... Oh, right. Of the tattoos. So, I think we made it to... Finally. Camp Foxtrot. I don't know what Foxtrot means. I know it's a letter, but I don't... It's a word for something. Is it a dance? I think it might be a dance. I think that was what I was seeing from afar. It's also not Camp Foxtrot. It's Camp Bravo. Oh, they were calling for Camp Bravo over here. Hey. Excuse me.
What brings you to Ranger Station Bravo?
What do you do out here?
We're here to make sure the Legion doesn't try to sneak around Lake Mead and try to come at us from another direction.
Yeah.
You got it.
Mm-hmm. So not the comms officer. Speaking of which, what the heck is this? Is that... That's a lantern or a lamp. It's a bad idea. It wouldn't work in reality or in... This doesn't make any sense. What I mean to say is this doesn't make any sense. It's a joke. And it's kind of funny because we've been finding a lot of very specially designed levels up here in the Northeast. Excuse me. That is a joke over here. The reason why you do this, if you're wondering, the reason why our whatever these are called, lamps. I mean, sure, not light bulbs. Anyway, the point is, the reason why our lamps look like this is because we don't want to look at the bulb directly, so we cover it with anything that is semi-transparent, as to make it more pleasing to the eyes, or less aggressive, as it were. You don't put opaque things in front of it, because that stops the light, for one, and also doesn't stop you from looking at the thing that's back there, because you can still see the bulb. So it's just a joke. It's not a post-apocalyptic lamp.
We got ourselves a little Ranger family reunion now.
Yes.
Time's right for a feud.
If you're here to sell something, we don't want any.
Heard this joke from a Japanese lady. In America, you walk both to and from school in the snow. In Japan, you drop nuclear bomb on us. That's a thinker. I'm not sure where the joke is. It might work better in Japanese. What do you do out here?
This is the frontier of NCR territory, and we are the first line of defense. You won't find much in the way of civilization either.
Oh, I see.
South of here is Camp Guardian, but they've been having radio trouble, so they've been silent for a while now.
Yeah, I took care of that. Sergeant Ray sent me here. I've got a security update for your radio.
No problem. Hey, do me a favor.
It's all in the delivery. Yeah.
And tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though.
Why don't you use your radio to fix your supply situation?
You think I haven't tried? Every time I do, Camp Golf acknowledges the situation, and soon after that, more ammo.
How are your water supplies right now?
We're not going to die of thirst anytime soon, but I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Since you have extra, could I have some of that ammo?
It's not my call to make. You'd have to clear it with Ranger Erickson.
Sounds good. Let's talk about something else.
All right.
What was that about the surplus ammo?
We keep getting deliveries of ammunition for some reason. I don't mind target practice, but there isn't all that much to shoot at out here.
Okay. Goodbye.
Careful out there.
I try to be. I do get killed every once in a while. Or almost killed. And look at that, purified water. I'm not going to steal it from them because they need more. And also, I don't need any. So, Erickson?
Something up?
Yeah, Tilden mentioned you had surplus ammo. Mind if I have some?
You're not stationed here, but your rep with the NCR speaks for itself. It's mostly rifle rounds, but I'll throw in a few boxes of pistol ammo. I really shouldn't be doing this for you.
Don't worry.
But there's no way we're going to use all of this, or be able to carry it with us.
It's funny you say that.
Yep.
Because there's no way I'll be able to carry it as well, so suppose you can keep it. Goodbye. So that
First
is
Recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. Get some Rangers in there too, and it's a damn impregnable fortress.
is it for this area, I think. Hello. This is where you sleep. 4 bunk beds. There's 4 people in here. So I guess it makes sense. Ooh, what is this? Medical clipboard. Fixing things. Yeah, I thought for a moment it was like the logs that flew all the way over here. But no. They, how do you get out of this place? They just medical billboards. So, let's do Bitter Springs. Boone, where are you? Where's Boone? He was with me just a moment ago. Oh, that's the exit.
Hello.
Hi. Well, there's an easy way of fixing that, actually. You just fast travel to the location you're in. And they spawn on you, because video games. Now. Junk door. It's not a junk door. It does its job well. Bitter Springs. Go to the peaceful end. Oh, go for the peaceful end for Bitter Springs, says Harry. Will do. I don't remember this quest. I do remember Bitter Springs, more or less. You guys still with me? Eddie isn't. Taking his time. Oh, we can't approach from this area. There's like this huge ridge. Okay, let's go through the south. There are a couple of quests here. The peaceful ending has more depth and lore to it. Nice. Bitter Springs is the best NCR Reputation farm. I have a lot of reputation with the NCR. I mean, I did aggro them a little bit, but it should be fine. Bitter Spring, so many quests. He's got. I didn't even realize it was a settlement. I thought it was just like a little dungeon or something. Because I thought they killed everybody. There's cazadors up there. Yeah. Oh, it's a young one. We're making it back to the road. And back down here to this little camp. It's hard to access that. There's another camp down here. Well, it's not really a camp. It's just a caravan. That's the axe. Oh, oof. Oh, it's Mad X. Don't worry. It's all fine. This is how you get to Bitter Springs. In the middle of the night. There's a lot of friendlies. Wait, this is NCR territory? Excuse me.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
That is surprising. Suitcase in the trunk of a car. Bitter Springs, and it's NCR. So definitely not...
This is the place.
His voice is screwed up.
We got sent from Camp Gulf looking for some cons who've been making trouble with one of our settlements. I guess one of the settlers was connected because we sent everything we had. We figured this was a gang hideout, but they led us to their home. There's a ridge called Coyote Tail on the south side. That's where we set up.
That's where we're going, I think. Yep. So, no, the cans are still here as well, even though the NCR controls this place. Look at that. NCR. Camp regulations. Sundown curfew. No squatting within view of camp. Keep your food, water, and pets away from camp supplies. No mixing. Claimants seeking... Started that again. Claimants seeking property of kin. Bring quartermaster details plus a witness. Triage decisions appeals no longer accepted. No firearms used. Well, it's a good thing I don't have any. I mean, my companions do, but... Hello?
I'm scared.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Suck dick gills. Excuse me? He's just crying. Why are they crying? How long... When was Bitter Springs?
The Fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
No, because the Fiend leader died. Oh, look at him.
The Fiends are running for their lives. That'll show everyone what we do to our enemies.
You limp all around your base. Yeah, these people...
Say the Fiends are defeated, but I'm sticking close to the army, just in case.
These people... None of them... Kill NCR, written back here. That's written actually in the form of the Legion, so I think it's just a reused asset. But none of them actually talk to me. No mixing, what does that mean? Good question. There are camps, there are caves. There's all of the things. Hi. Nope. That's the main tent of the NCR.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Oh, do I ever. Cons. We got, like, all this sort of weird... So much junk for one. Like, these people do not tidy up. It's clear they don't belong here. It feels like they don't belong here. Infected Brahmin meat. We got a radio going on. What? Oh my god. Wow. You're not gonna do that, game. What the hell is that even? Is that broken? That was it was a nice song, but what the heck was that? We're gonna have no effects, because that isn't even the soundtrack. That's like effects. This game is wild.
Those Legion elite troops are bad blood.
No, they're nice. They're nice. We got kids running around.
I'm sleepy.
No, you're not. You're definitely not. Oh. There's a little backyard over here. Speaking of which, oh, it's the cemetery. I still have to go to the northwest area with cazadors.
Christ. They put the graveyard here.
Oh, is this the ridge that you were talking about? I'm not gonna open the graves. Is that the first time? Oh no, it's just rock flowers. He doesn't even talk. Or her. Great Can Spike Helmet. Yeah, we can't see the name of the... We can't see the name of the victims. Of the death. Of the dead, I should say. Bitter Springs. There's other things to go. Let's actually focus on that. I forgot to remember to forget. Oh, it's down there. Yeah, let's go. And let's also fix the sound, because otherwise... Ah, it's fixed. I have no idea what that is. That is... Why did they do that? It's like so loud as well. I mean, it's loud because of the way I have the game set up, but who has the soundtrack so loud that you can't hear your footsteps? There's enemies. You okay, Boone? That's probably some cazador. Yep. It's moving way too fast to be a normal... Oh, man. It's multiple cazadors. We also got past the objective. There's friendlies. Here we are. Coyote. Trail Ridge.
Canyon 37. That's what the NCR calls the pass down there. It was the Khan's only escape, so we set up here to guard it while the main force attacked from the front. Standing orders were to shoot on sight.
What happened?
Main force got spotted too soon. We heard shooting. Then Khan started coming through Canyon 37 in bunches. It was all wrong, though. Women, kids, elderly. Wounded started coming through, too. We radioed to confirm our orders, but command didn't get what we were seeing. They told us to shoot till we were out of ammo, so that's what we did.
That's not what I would have done at all.
Maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't have either at one point. But that's why they train you. Break you down to your automatic. Anyway, I don't know why we're here. Thought maybe it'd help me see things better. I'd like to stay here for the night. Think some things over.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. We won't stay for long.
Will we actually stay for any period of time? What are you looking at? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Mercy killing is expected of NCR snipers. The Legion likes to torture their prisoners within sight of NCR positions. We get called on to end it. I've had my share. Some of them, you think, maybe you could have gotten them out. Maybe it's not the Legion that got them killed. Maybe it's your orders and you following them. Yeah.
There's some cazadors downwind. So that's it for your quest? It isn't.
Something's wrong. Got a group coming our way. Looks like a Legion raiding party. It's big. Might be too big, even for us. If you want out, I won't blame you, but I'm gonna stay. See if I can hold them off.
A Legion... What? Why would they come to Bitter Springs?
Easy target for grabbing slaves. Bunch of refugees, just a few soldiers defending it. I don't think they're here for us. Too bad. Would have made me feel good about myself.
You don't sound surprised.
I'm not. Always figured this was how it was gonna end for me. Just didn't know when. That day you showed up in Novak, I had a feeling I was supposed to go with you. That it was time to end all this. And now I know.
What are we waiting for?
Tell the truth, I think this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
I think that's the group that I was seeing. No, it can't be. Oh, they're coming from down there. I don't think this is the peaceful ending for his quest. They're coming from everywhere, in fact. Did they split up? Am I doing it right, Harry? Where are they coming from? They're all the way to Bitter Springs. They're just gonna get killed. No, I don't think they are gonna get killed. These guys are proper. Oh, they're... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't even know if there's another way. Oh, man, I'm gonna need to do that again. It sucks. Do I have his quests? Yeah. It's just up there. Can... yeah, I don't know if this is the peaceful ending, because I don't know if he freaks out about other stuff.
Canyon 37.
Okay, so I need to talk to him twice? Or something. That's why he's looking that way.
Mercy killing is expected. Something's wrong.
There it is.
If
let's try it again and be a little bit faster. Hey, hello. You broke my head. I hate you. I absolutely hate you. Also, you seem to have broken my inventory. Oh, no, that's the ammo. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Excuse me. I'm punching you now.
You like that?
Did your friends go up north? Hmm? No. No, they did not. I do like that. See? Oh, there's another one. Okay, let me get your ears then. Very important part of your body. The only part that matters. The joke part. Is that the one that has the service rifle? I think so. Oh, there's more. There's dogs. Okay, that should be fine. This is the one that got away. Don't shoot, Boone. God damn it. Oh, I didn't even explode you. That's weird. Was it not me who killed you? Legion ear. And these guys explain why there were... Let's be careful here. These guys explain why there were 2 locations. Let's go with a single stim pack. Yeah, oh my god. I killed you with your own friend's head. I think we did it. These guys seem to be thoroughly killed. Maybe? Nope. Not at all. There's 2 locations still. Can I reload a save prior to entering Bitter Springs? No, I cannot, actually. Oh, they're going in through the cemetery. There's a lot of them. That's why he was talking about this being our last stand. Oh, there they are. The dogs are coming first. Hey. Stop it. You what? Hi. What? Yes. There's another one. There's somebody else. Oh, there. Oh my god, they're coming up through the hills. Look at them. Or who is... Well, do you? Actually, who's this? They look like kids. Oh, they're not coming. Oh, it's the dog. Hey, don't kill. Don't kill the kids. Did we do it? We did it.
We made it through after all. Not sure what to make of that.
They are refugees, Colonel. So yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. I have no idea. Like, there was very little option. But I don't have a save prior to... I mean, I could reload a save and come here, but... just like, the save is from the beginning of the stream. I don't keep saves apart from those. Which is probably a bad idea to do, but... Why aren't you sure?
I thought my time had come. For a minute there, everything made sense. I could feel the end coming. I was ready for it. Now, I'm back where I was.
Maybe it's not your time yet.
God damn it. It's like I'm being toyed with. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about all this.
You can't take back what you've done, but your regrets can set you on a better path.
I guess they brought us here. One less Legion raiding party running loose.
Lieutenant Markland.
Oh. Take my word for that. Still feels like
I haven't been up there yet.
Time. But I don't see any reason not to take a lot more of those sons of bitches with me. You got a point. There's still some things I can do before all this is over.
Boone now has first Recon survival armor fitted with extra features and storage designed to help a sniper and his comrades survive the harsh desert environment. It will not count against his carrying capacity. Okay, let's trade equipment.
Fine by me.
Caesar's armor. Oh yeah, that's I did that. I don't fully understand what armor he's carrying that is new, but for sure. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And I will also level up. Maximum speech could be a thing. Try to find... Yeah, we'll go up north. Maximum repair could be a thing. Maximum lockpick is probably the easiest one. Or not the easiest one, the most interesting. How many points do I have? I have 15. That could be a thing. Maybe if you strip him, new armor will show up. Most likely. Science, good call. Good call, Zingster. Although, almost science. I'm gonna go lockpick. And a little bit of science. And let's see what we got. Because we have magazines for science. Go to 96. Then a book will top you off. No, but I'll level up after. That way it does all the things. Nerves of Steel, level 26. That's where we're at. So we got Nerves of Steel. You regenerate action points. What's action points for? Wasteland has taught you some hard lessons. You've remembered them all. You gain plus 1% of experience. What? Plus 1% to earned experience per level gained. No, that's awful. Why would I? No. I'm gonna max the character out anyway. It doesn't matter. Broad Daylight. Nope. Stupid. Voracious Reader. Nope. Doesn't matter. Spray and Pray. Nope. Irradiated Beauty. No, that doesn't matter. Oh no, the good thing is, a cool thing that I could do is the... We're getting the Explorer. I think we are. I think I'm gonna get the Explorer perk. Let's see, Walker Instinct. Paralyzing Palm, that's dumb. Computer Whiz is dumb. This doesn't matter. Action Boy doesn't matter. Adamantium Skeleton kind of is not too bad. Unstoppable Force is interesting. Silent Running is probably what I want. Yeah, Silent Running is better. I think level 30 is where you get a bunch of good ones. Yeah, so this is the second to... This is the second to last of the ones that I can throw away. I will not get Explorer, Harry. Silent Runner's really handy. So we're gonna go with Silent Runner. With the Silent Running perk, running no longer factors into a successful sneak attempt. It's kind of funny because it's sneak attempt. It's called sneak attempt, but I don't really attempt to sneak. It's really... It's you know, it's really my sneak score more than anything. So these people are really upset about this, which is understandable. They're all crying. I can't stand this. I don't understand. I don't get it. I will cheat the Explorer in if I want to, because really all the Explorer does is check at the end of the game if I am missing any locations, because I don't want to get the locations before I have a reason to go to them. Because Harry is your replacement for Explorer. There's an NCR doctor up here. Well, I don't see no doctor. It's only refugees. Oh.
Hey. Wow. Hey, it's you. What are you doing in Bitter Springs?
I'm hurt. I need help.
Yeah, that's looking pretty bad. I think we can do something about it, though. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, that's about the best I can do. Try not to get hurt that bad again. It's not like I've got an endless supply of bandages.
Yeah, you keep using them as a mask. Oh, he doesn't have an animation.
Yeah? What is it?
That's it. I'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Lieutenant Markland. He acted as if he knew us. I can't take his stuff, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind taking it, because... Yeah, doctor's bags are hard to come by. Not hard to buy, but hard to come by. It's a different thing. It sounds similar. There's a big fireplace over here next to the tents. That's ballsy. Dirty water. Oh, this is probably their food place. Not much is going on in here. Excuse me?
Hey.
Hey. I was maybe looking for a leader or something. Like Captain Gills. Oh, the one that sucks cock. Wait, Dick? The same.
I've been sending requests for relief for months now. Didn't think they sent
we saw
you,
it
though.
Down below. What is this place?
This is the Bitter Springs refugee camp.
Healing the sick.
We've been maintaining it for years now.
He didn't have a quest.
Ever since Caesar's Legion started seriously pushing west. Most of the people
Unless
here
I can ask
displaced by
for a
the Legion's
specific thing.
advance. At first there weren't many. But lately, it's been
yeah,
more than
this
we
is
can
just,
handle.
it's sort of weird, Zingster. Why are there so many great can tags around the camp? And the ones that tell you to suck dick.
This whole area used to be a great con.
Am I doing it wrong, Harry?
Relocated
I have a
to
save
Bedrock
before.
Canyon. We just haven't had the manpower to clean it all up yet.
As in the bottles from the floor and all that. What can I do to help?
At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. And if that wasn't enough, someone's been coming out of the mountains at night, stealing supplies and picking off my people.
Maybe it was the Legion that we just killed a lot. No, not much. Where would you get new troops from?
I don't know. The NCR's stretched thin as it is. I've put in requests at Camp Golf, Forlorn Hope, McCarran, but things are no better.
I'll give it a try, Harry.
Maybe if their situation's improved, they'd have men to spare, or maybe they'd listen to someone with a reputation for helping the NCR.
And what kind of supplies?
Food, blankets, clothes, tools. The Army used to ship out caches of
I'll
supplies
reload.
regularly.
I'll reload, don't worry.
But with the Legion so active, we haven't gotten any in months.
How can I help with medical supplies?
You'll have to talk to Lieutenant Marklin about that. He's our medical officer. He should be down at the medical tent now.
What's this about someone killing refugees?
It started about 6 months ago. At first, it was just supplies going missing. We figured it was just refugees, but then people started dying. Always a single bullet to the head. Always from extreme range. We've lost 8 refugees and 3 soldiers to this son of a bitch. We know he must be hiding out in the caves up in the mountains, but I don't have enough men to send out looking for him.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Okay, but make it quick. I'm very busy here.
I'm sure. Why is the flag upside down? I didn't notice, but apparently it is.
It's a distress call.
I know.
This camp is in bad shape, and if we don't get relief soon, I don't know what will happen.
Yeah, I see. Well, it's too bad. Good luck.
Your concern is touching.
Yes, I'm offering to help.
Good luck.
That's what I said. Salesman's Weekly. Let's have a chat with the doc. So what I'll do is I'll save here. And I will reload the quick save that was before I even got to the dock. And then I'll go to the dock and see what the heck that is, because I don't know that he talks about that.
Wow, hey, it's you.
So I need help and fix me up. Because he doesn't have anything about quests. But I will ask the other things. Hey, Doc.
Yeah, what is it?
Can you heal my radiation?
Well, one thing we do have is a good supply of Radaway. Sure, I can help you with that.
Nah.
Alright, but don't blame me if you end up sterile.
Nah, don't worry. I need medical supplies.
I'd love to help you out, but I'm pretty strapped here as it is. I really don't have anything to sell you.
Okay, I'm hurt.
Let me take a look. Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
I didn't get anything else around here. So now... Yeah, this is odd. It's gotta be the patches that I have. I'll still do it in that order, because I did ask more things.
I've been sending
and then I can ask about all this stuff. Ask to help. What kind of supplies. Really straightforward dialogue, all things considered. And that's it. Okay. Just one shell out the rad treatment. No, I don't need the rad treatment. It's I just asked that because maybe sometimes asking for can you treat me for rads, and he'd be like, do you want to do a quest for me? Because, you know, you could... it's a bad dialogue design for them to do it like that, but you never know. Let's go to the doctor right away. I found out where you fucked it up. You shouldn't take Boone to that cliff area. First, you need to talk to the people here. Oh, I see. Yep, I fucked it up royally. I did Boone's quest first. Doctor?
Yeah? What is it?
Captain Gill said to talk to you about medical aid for the camp.
Hey, if you can help, I'll take whatever I can get. Doctor's bags would be a huge help, but what I really need are medical texts. I'm not trained to deal with major psychological trauma, and we've got a lot of kids in this camp.
I think I might have what you need. Aren't you a doctor, though?
I'm an army field medic. I can treat bullet wounds, shrapnel, trench foot, no problem. But this, the kids and the psychological trauma and all the rest, is out of my league.
Any idea where I might find these books?
Caravan companies are probably your best bet. Smaller traders aren't likely to have
sort of killed them a little.
Esoteric.
I'll keep my eye open for books on pediatrics and psychological trauma then.
Thank you. Any help you can give would be a...
The game fixed itself? Yeah, I found one of those books.
That's great. Thank you.
Tiny, tiny babies.
I'm sure this will go a long way toward making things better here.
Yeah, I thought that was the book for Delilah, but apparently it wasn't. What kind of medical aid are you looking for again?
What I really need is a book on psychology. Something for post-traumatic stress. Doctor's bags would be a huge help too.
Okay. So, suppose that's it. You have a doctor's bag over there. You wouldn't mind if I maybe nabbed it a little, would ya? Yeah, you would. Eddie. Where's Eddie? Where's Eddie ever? Blake has the books after you have the... Blake has the books after you have both books. I don't know what that means. You need to take Arcade with you so he will train Markland. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Harry. I will make sure to do that like that. I will make sure to do that like that. I think I'm formulating a plan in my head. I really have no idea where the hell Eddie is. And at the end, decline the reward. Gotcha. Let's go straight to Bitter Springs Command. Eddie? Give me all those doctor's bags. And of course, the game doesn't have all of the sounds because I muted the effects. Because otherwise, there's a song that is very loud. Doctor! These are very heavy. I have 3 of them. Hey.
Yeah? What is...
I brought you these doctor's bags. I hope they help.
Thank you. This will keep us well stocked for a good long while.
That's good to hear it.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah. Whew, man, those things are heavy. Okay, so there's locations all over the place. Boone, let's go. Eddie got himself lost again. He's probably getting stuck on one of these tents or something. No, he's back there. Yeah, look at that. Oh, there's a cave up there? Huh. Stop exploring. Get the second book. Where is the second book? Harry's just freaking out. Find camp. No, that's the wrong one. Talk to Camp Forlorn Hope about reassign. Yeah. Talk to camp about reassign. We need to go through all the camps. Find the supplies for the camp. Act Blake. I don't know who Blake is. I don't know who Blake is. Who the hell is Blake? Is it a different quest? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like it's at the Crimson Caravan. Can I take Boone with it? Cause I have a way of doing this. So now we need to find the doctor's book. Let's see where the quest marker points us. Crimson Caravan. First do this quest. After that, we do the worst for the chick. I don't know what the worst for the chick is. That sounds special. Take Boone with you, but you also need Arcade when you return. Yes, I will do a little bit of a shenanigan with that. Oh. It's this fellow over here.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
I have come here for a lot of quests. Apparently I want to buy.
Can do.
Stress and Modern Refugee. Stress and the Modern Refugee. A primer. I don't even... Also, you have... My god, you have so much money. You have so much money. 12,000! Now, admittedly, I have a lot more. But also, my god, 12,000. Take my stuff. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Okay, let's go back. So I'm gonna go get Arcade and do all those things. Haven't seen a merchant with more than that. Maybe the gun runners. The gun runners always have a maximum of 8,000. It's really weird. These guys don't talk anymore. I think it's because they're all aggro. So Boone, I need to talk to you.
Hey, I want to thank you for bringing me to Bitter Springs. Things seem clearer now.
I'll talk to you in a little bit. So do you like to... Lucky 38. Keep Boone. Okay, well, not doing that then. I thought we had to get Arcade for the thing. I mean, it makes sense that he would need to be with me. But if there's like a hidden thing for Arcade, then you can't get Arcade and Boone. That's not... It doesn't work like that. You can't have those... What the heck was that sound? Yeah, you can't get Arcade and Boone. Yeah, I need to have one of those. Of course you can. What do you mean? What? Is Arcade different? The game just freaked out the hell. My god. I think Boone died or something. Oh my god. Oh my god, the game just absolutely broke down forever. I'll figure it out. Did you see that? It said something about me losing Boone's perks. Okay. Let's run this. Let's bring it back. Maybe with the mod? Oh yeah, with the mod you can. It's the first time when I hear that you can't take them both. Well, you can only have 2 companions, and one of them is a robot. Always. Lucky 38, let's go with that. So he's still here, he didn't die. So presidential suite, yeah, the game is really confused about that. So Boone is with me. Arcade.
What's up?
Come with me.
You have quite the
menagerie. Eddie, Yeah, you're not making any noises, I think, but it's fine. Return to base. Is that Lucky 38? Okay. Hey.
What's up?
Come with me.
As the old saying goes, two's company, but three's a small army. Okay, I'm paraphrasing a bit, but you get the idea.
You can only have one follower at a time. He actually says a different line there. He says a different line. That is weird. That is a weird thing that he says a different line there. Yeah, that doesn't work. I need to choose one of them. I want to choose arcade, honestly. It's a perk? It could be. No, I'm gonna keep this disabled because they talk over. Ghostface, welcome to the stream. Take arcade to finish the quest. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, we missed a lot. Well, it's a lot of exploration actually. I've been struggling with some bugs every once in a while, but there it is. The game crashed again. The game crashed again. This guy does not like things. It just does not like things. It's just one of those things. Boone will... I wonder if it has anything to do with Boone. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. So, run. Bring that back. Use the COC command to travel. I don't know the commands. I don't know. After you finish this quest, get Boone back. Yeah, that's basically the idea. You're gonna see... Well, if you see the Let's Play, the edited versions, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do with this. So, there we go. Are you using the anti-stutter mod? I am indeed.
Fine by me.
No, not fine by you. Shut up. So, talk.
Hey.
You'd say that, but it doesn't matter. Go to the Lucky 38. So he disappears there. And then I can talk to you. Oh! He's always bugged. And the game does freeze. Yeah, I need to know the COCs, otherwise it worked before. I don't know why it's not working now. I mean, I suppose I can just go up there and get him. COC Bitter Springs. Interesting. Does it work like that? Get on with it. You're not loading anything. You can't fool me. The game is not loading anything. All those images are just a slideshow. That's not doing anything. So, I know I can go straight. Right there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But...
Hey.
Okay, so... Should part ways. Then that happens. And then I pick you.
What's up?
And you come with me. And I don't punch you. And now what I can do is I can do COC Bitter Springs, I believe. Was that not what you wrote? Yeah. Let's find out if that works. That does. Don't worry about it. I'll go back there. It's just an easier way of doing it. Because the doctor still doesn't have the supplies. No, this is not what I want. Wait. I get teleported into a barrel? That's funny. Is this gonna work? Yes, yes. No awful song. It's not awful, but very loud. Awful loud song. Doctor!
Those medical supplies have already been a phenomenal help. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. My friend here is a doctor, but maybe he could give you some training. No, let's not do that. Let's do it the other way. Oh, arcade. Boone has transformed into arcade. I wonder what has happened.
Yeah? What is it?
Yeah, my friend here is a doctor. Maybe he could give you some training in those areas instead?
Yeah? Hey, sure, that would be fantastic.
I don't know what that training in those areas instead is. No, that's not how it works.
Thank you. That was very helpful. I don't think I'll need those books after all.
I'm doing it wrong.
Just about cover us.
No. That's the wrong one. I'm doing it wrong. Dang it, it's gonna crash again. It didn't crash.
Hey.
Yeah, I need to first give him the books, I know. Think we should part ways now. Yeah. Okay. And then you.
What's up?
Come back. Let's go back to Bitter Springs. And then I do that little jig of a dance that is weird because I cannot for nothing justify Arcade being with me in this situation. I'll just have to you know, make it stupid. That's how I have always done it. Can't do something? Make it stupid. Make it worse than it would be if you just admitted what it is. Whew. Okay, now we have the book. Oh. Boone has transformed into arcade. Whatever happened?
Those medical supplies have already been a phenomenal help. Thank you.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I found another book for you.
This is exactly
Ghostface.
what I was looking for. Thank you. I think that should just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people.
Yeah, don't sweat it. I was glad to help.
Well, still, thanks again.
For sure. And I've gained karma.
I really appreciate those books. They've already been a huge help.
Yeah. And all this trouble that I went through, it wasn't necessary because I can't do anything. Harry, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. At least I don't think so. Doesn't look like it is. What was supposed to happen now? Stupidopolis. Is that the name of the philosophy? Done goofed it up. Yeah, that did not work. In this case, just decline the reward. I did. Oh, you might be still watching a previous the delay and all that. So I need to wait for Harry to catch up. You know how it is. Internets and 3-hour-long streams. And do the quest for gills. What? What do I need arcade for? I don't know what I need arcade for. Captain Gills in the infirmary gave you 2 quests. Yeah. Do I need to do this quest with Gills? With arcade on me? Arcade wasn't needed. Yeah, arcade is not needed for this. I was watching this guy named Zemalf stream because he's doing Jagged Alliance on Saturdays, and this guy streams from 5 to 8 hours long. Yeah, there's a lot of very long streamers. Very long streamers, that's not at all what I mean to say, but yeah. If the option for arcade isn't there anymore, just send him back and get Boone. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. It's better. So, reload. Yeah, arcade wasn't needed. Look at that. I reloaded the quick save. That is not what I wanted to reload. I need to reload the autosave. And now I center on Bitter Springs. Observe. I'm gonna be inside a bucket again. Yeah.
Our rangers are going to show
Our rangers are not gonna show anything. They're very bad at showing. Doctor! I brought you the book. Hey.
Those medical supplies have already been a phenomenal help. Thank you.
I found another book for you.
This is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. Thank you. I think that should just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people.
Well, don't sweat it. I was glad to help.
Well, still, thanks again.
Mm-hmm. All right. And that's... How should I do? I'm thinking about editing. And now what I do is I reload this over here. And I'm going to do something that you're not even going to see coming. I'll wait. It's going to be completely seamless. It's amazing. Amazing. Amazing editing. Just because apparently the order matters, so I do it edited the other way. And just because I noticed the caves from here. Man, this quest doesn't stop showing up. Do you see it above my head? Okay. Boone!
Hey, I want to thank you for bringing me to Bitter Springs. Things seem clearer now.
I'm glad. I was gonna ask you, but I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I was gonna ask you about these caves. Because he might know something about this. It's not just the caves. There's more stuff back there. Great Can Supply Cave. And now, I reload the quick save. And I go there. And it's amazing. What do you mean, don't? I shouldn't go into the cave? I'm playing New Vegas with a lot of perks and stats added from the start via console, so I get a bit more options when talking to people, and that's why it's not always the same with options you get. Right. What's wrong with this? Don't go into the caves yet. What do you mean? When should I go into the caves? Why can't I go into the caves? This is the quest for Gills. Is it not the quest for Gills? What is the quest for Gills? What the hell? Who's Gills? Right? Who's Gills? Find the source of the attack on Bitter Springs. Find supplies. Talk to Lieutenant. Oh, this is Markland's quest. Right. Oh. Yeah, no, not much is this quest. Find the supply. Yeah, it's the one that points me to the cave. You can see it on the lower left corner of the screen. It's pointing us to the cave. Yeah, first you have to do no, not much. Yeah, it's all going well. It's all going well. And then climb every mountain. Sounds good. That's more or less how I was going to do it. Oh. There's some ants. And some nuclear waste. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Eat this.
Also, my sound is confused. But don't worry, it just makes this a more peaceful and maybe cinematic even experience. I'll fix it. Don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but... Some point you'll meet Oscar Viasco in the caves. Very important. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll reload this autosave because it needs to... I need to record this with sound because otherwise it's just dumb. Okay, this sounds good. Oh, there's some ants and nuclear waste. It's pretty common for us. So what are we... Oh, you still shooting? Oh, yeah. What are we looking at? Just some metal box. A bunch of food. A Hydra? A radioactive supply cache. Oh. Wait, they hid the supply cache in here? They stole the cache... I say cache, but it's cache. They stole the cache and set... Okay. Then the other markers might point to precisely that. Don't take Boone in the caves. I did that. I did the thing that you said. Why? What happens? Because he's gonna shoot. Okay, I didn't break anything then. Boone. Hey.
Hey. I want...
No, we said that already. I see what I can do here.
I'll sit tight.
Actually, I'll have to reload. I think I said something to him. He brings Clive every mounted at some point intersects with no. Oh, I see.
Hey.
Yeah, you need to stop saying that. And then leave you behind because this is all outside. Oh, it's another cave. I thought it would be just outside. Does this one have ants as well? Well. Nope. It's got night crawlers. Or whatever they're called. Night stalkers. I took care of them then. Ooh. This is their nest. It's actually a cave-in. And a gate. Let me guess. Another cache in here. It's not radioactive, though. Hydra. Ammunition box. With ammunition, what do you know? And Great Can supply. Unfortunately, this is really heavy and, well, I can carry it. We got some frag grenades. And a bunch of chems. That's nice. I'll take Hydra as well, I suppose. Oh! We got Ken. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Because the cans would be, you know, would have painted all these dungeons. Because they lived here. And they like dungeons. Okay, this is going well. Yeah. Now, where is the next one? There is another one over here. Close by as well. Is it up this mountain? It is not up this mountain. Let's also drink some water if I can, which I probably can't. Oh, they should have some water around here. What do I have? Nuka-Cola Victory. That's about it. Hopefully they have some water. And camp. So you're gonna stay there for a little while, Boone, because you're oh, I drank from my Vault 13 little canteen and it worked. Maybe if I climb up this way. Whoa. Oh, this is the cemetery. Is it? It doesn't look like it. There's enemies. And... Nope. And a cave up there, I think. Oh, it's just golden geckos. Possibly. Or fire geckos. Yeah, it's a cave through here, I think. Wow, this is steep. I think the geckos noticed me. Hello, are you upset? Wow, you're pretty. Oh, you're a fire gecko, yes. It's cool looking. Can I land my hits? I'm spamming the left click. Absolutely spamming the left click. And it just wouldn't attack. So we got animal control. Where's my companions? Okay, anyway, what do we have in here? The Great Can Supply Cave. Yeah, aren't they all? Eddie, there you are. Oh, mines. Okay, this is getting a little bit more serious. There's somebody down there. I need to drink. Pork and beans. That's not drink. Oh, there's the supply cache over here. More drugs. I mean, it is the cans, after all. Makes sense that they would have a bunch of drugs, is all I'm saying. Excuse me. What?
Who are you? How do you find this place?
I find it very nice. The lighting is a little bit dark, but apart from that, lovely. It's like, mwah, chef's kiss. It's time to die. I'm very... are you the one who's been raiding the refugee camp at Bitter Springs?
Refugee camp? Is that what they're calling it?
That's a good point.
Good old NCR. They can whitewash anything. Let me tell you something. That refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears.
The cans are pretty cool. As a faction.
Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember.
The people at this camp aren't responsible for your family's death. They're refugees.
I know that, but what else can I do?
The Khan settled in Red Rock Canyon years ago. It's time to let go of your hate and join them.
Maybe you're right. Maybe 3 years is vengeance enough. Thank you for helping me see that. Here. This will unlock the supplies we left in the caves. It may be useful.
And we do that again. Because I think I want to ask the other one. Just gonna need to do this again. There we go. What do I need? I don't think I need anything. Oh, yeah, the drugs. But nothing else. I hear and see you in real time, says Harry. Chat, on the other hand, has a big delay. Harry, that's not how it works. Hey, talk to me. Dude.
Who are you? How do you find it?
Yeah, he does say, how do you find this place? Remaining, yeah. How freaking hell. I don't know what's going on with my mustache. It kind of is, actually. No. He sees me, and you all, anybody, sees me after, like, right now. It's 50 seconds of the minute. Now it's 50 seconds of the minute. And you're gonna see me say now is 50 seconds of the minute, say, let's say 30 seconds later. So you're going to see me say now at the 20 seconds of the minute. And so basically you don't see me in real time. You see me with delay. The chat is in real time because when you post, the time it takes for the chat to reach me is negligible. It's very, very little. It's like instant. It's basically the time it takes for the chat to get to anybody watching the stream. Not the one on camera, but the one on on Twitter. Obviously there is a delay even for your stream. There's also a chat delay. Chat delay is like 5 seconds to me. What chat delay? What are you talking about, chat delay? When you press enter, it shows up immediately on chat. There is a way to set up chat delay. It's good if you have moderators. A delay on the screen. Delay on is the stream delay. It's not the chat delay. That's how you can tell how long it's been since since I'm actually live. Like you're watching me with the delay that it takes for you to post a message and for it to show up on screen. Because the chat on screen is my stream. It's like the thing that my computer is processing. You know what I mean? It's me receiving the messages in chat. For me typing and then yeah, that's the stream delay. It's not the chat delay. The chat delay is instant. It's like as soon as you click enter, I see it immediately. But the thing is, when I say a word, it takes a little while for you to hear it because of everything. It's the encoding. You know how it goes. So it's sort of the opposite. I understand that it's a little bit confusing, but mostly because you're seeing two chats. Because I have chat on screen and chat on Twitch, but still. Yeah, if you're not seeing it in 5 seconds, yeah, you don't see that fast, obviously, yeah. But what I was saying is Harry's got a big delay because, he's been watching since the beginning, and sometimes if you buffer or anything, just it takes up a bunch. If you watch the same stream for the whole day, at the end of the day, you're gonna have like a minute of delay. That's just how Twitch works, and so when you send a message and it takes a long time for it to show up on screen, then it means you have a big stream delay, which means that basically either you have a big buffer or your internet connection is not fast enough to output the stream at the correct thing. So what I wanted to ask is this thing: what happened to your people?
We were the flails of God, the scourge of the Mojave, the best warriors in the wasteland. Until the NCR...
This voice actor does not know what he's doing.
...to Better Springs. The main force hit the...
Everything working at the same time.
Warriors tried to hold them off. We sent our women, our children, our hold through the Red Pass.
This guy sounds German. The voice actor.
NCR's 1st Recon Battalion was waiting for them on Coyote Tail Ridge.
Coyote. No, he's Nordic.
Khan left alive.
He's Nordic. He's Swedish.
That was the order.
Did you lose someone close to you?
I had a wife.
Who was ugly.
And a beautiful daughter.
Who was not ugly.
She was the light of my world.
The wife was the worst.
Every day, every morning, I would see her face.
And at night you wouldn't, because it was dark.
And you know what happened? You.
This voice actor is out of his mind.
You really don't know.
I do. I've heard this story 5 times already.
You don't understand. None of you fucking understand! They came and they killed her! They killed my wife.
It actually got better, the performance.
They killed my daughter!
It doesn't work on the system, though.
And
his voice actor is out of his mind, yeah. The engine does hamper the performance.
In my hands.
His dynamic range is all over the place. My god, why do these people do this?
How it feels to bury someone that you love. Do you know how it feels to lose everything? They need to feel the pain they have caused. You're not stopping me. I'm going to kill every single one of them, even if it's the last thing I'll do.
Yeah, he's not saying the words. He didn't say thing. He did not say thing. This guy's not a native speaker. And I know it because I'm not a native speaker, and I can tell. I can tell when you have trouble pronouncing certain words. Like, for example, I just pronounced the word trouble weirdly. Then, I didn't do it the second time around, although it also is pronounced weirdly, even on the second... Weirdly, for example, was weirdly pronounced. Anyway. So you've been hiding in these mountains ever since? Why?
For revenge! The NCR committed an atrocity here. An atrocity.
So out of it...
They tried to bury...
That's not... You can't put this acting in this game.
Remind them!
You cannot put this acting in this game like this, because he's... Look at him, he just stood there without animation. Even when he has animations, he cannot... Like, those can't keep up. It's... Yeah. The people at this camp aren't responsible for your family's death. They're refugees.
I know that.
And then get out of my face. Well, that's solved. Ooh, gross. What is this? Did he steal a cow? He stole a cow. Ooh, mines. Okay, that's not great. He's got a lot of ammunition. But I think I have all the supplies that I need. Ooh, junk food, but food specifically as well. Okay, what are these mines? Why are they like this? I'm gonna get myself killed. Oh. For the first time I see them as not red. Did they make the frag mines red to impart on the player the sense that they're armed against you? Because I've never been accused of stealing when I pick up a mine that was armed but was marked as red. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, he left. And we are victorious. Video board, graphics card. What is it? Oh, VB, right. Video board, that's not a saying. Is it? No. No, it isn't. Video board. It doesn't, it's like, it's not incorrect. It's the same thing. There we go. I'm on fire. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why there would be, because it is the same. Like, graphics in video, same thing. Board and card, that's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like... I mean, for the longest time I said VGA, which stands for Video Graphics Array, but also stands for a resolution. I think it's 640 by 480. So I would say VGA. My VGA is this. And nobody says that anymore. Although, some old people will still say that. It's commonly used in the hardware world to abbreviate graphics card. Oh, VB. VB. No, I understood what VB was. That's right. That's right. VB is used a lot. Yes. I just never think of it as video board. I always think it's just graphics card. That's right. You're absolutely right. I just never... I don't know why. Hey, I'm old, says Ghostface. Well... Oh, no, we have this song. Good song. Go away, but... Just, I can't... It's...
Know who they were messing with.
Maybe it's a Romanian thing. No, I've seen it. It's a generic term, yes.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Those Legion and elite troops are bad blood.
I need to go to the doctor. I've seen it. The VB gets used to as an abbreviation, but the whole video board though said it like that is not. I never hear it like that. It's always graphics card, everything. You got the supplies, Doc?
I really appreciate those books. They've already been a huge help.
You can't say that, man.
Stay safe.
You can't say that because you freaking jerk. It's the other way around. Got the supplies, Doc?
Yeah? What is it? Stay safe out there.
GPU is a good one as well. It's very common. But it's not correct. Because the GPU is specifically the bit in the middle of the graphics card. It isn't the whole graphics card. Yeah, oh yeah, you're saying the yeah, that's what Harry's saying. It's not the doctor that I need to talk to. Who is it then? What the hell? What is this quest? Oh my god, find the supplies for the camp. Yeah, who do I need to get? Oh, it is for Gills. Yeah. Right. Where is Gills? That's this way. Sounds good. Can do it. Oh my god, get out of the way, Eddie. I'm trying to edit a let's play. Jesus. Gills, got the supplies.
You're back. Is there any progress?
Yes, a little. I mean, sort of. These supplies are irradiated, but if we filter them with Rad-X, they'll be safe.
We do have some spare Rad-X.
That's not how it works.
Tent. That might work. Thank you.
Yeah. I also found these supply caches in some cave up the mountains. Maybe they'll help.
Where did you get this? You know what? It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Thank you. This will be a tremendous help.
I've dealt with the attacks on the camp. They won't be a problem anymore.
You did? Who was it? Any information you can give me would be a big help for my reports.
It was a great Khan named Oscar Velasco. His family was killed by the NCR and he wanted revenge.
I should have expected as much. There's still a lot of bad blood between the Khans and the NCR. Ever since the...
That's a good point, Zingster. You mean the massacre 3 years ago?
The incident, yes.
The massacre!
The massacre! Has done everything it can to make amends since then.
I shouldn't have screamed at you because that's not gonna make it into the Let's Play. I'm gonna scream at her. I mean, I'm not gonna scream at her because that was for your benefit. Me screaming at you was for your benefit. Yes, I know what I just said. Trying to downplay it so hard, NCR. Yeah, it was. This is the dialogue right after he says the NCR will whitewash anything. But this is kind of interesting because when he says the NCR will whitewash anything, that speaks of a systemic issue. Rather than, of not giving proper value to bad things that the NCR does. It's a systemic issue because it's in the NCR's best interest. The NCR as a whole, it's in their best interest to not promote bad publicity for the country. But here it isn't a systemic issue. She is personally making the decision to correct me twice, in fact. No, actually just the once when I said the massacre. So... yeah, I don't have any headphones at all. You don't have any headphones? Oh, I think I was on. No, the volume doesn't get too big. I looked and it wasn't peaking. And this microphone is amazing anyway. It wouldn't murder anybody. Don't worry. I'm not trying to kill your ears. So I will choose what to say. So the NCR ran the cans out of Bitter Springs altogether. We'll just take. Very noble of you. Yeah, let's go with the first one. Is it too big? What? Did I say the word? Yeah, it doesn't... What I mean is the volume doesn't get too loud. Yes. Yes. That is the correct words. I have a pair on my cameraman that my cameraman uses, says Harry. A pair of cans. Oh, the massacre, right. It looks like the NCR ran the cans out of Bitter Springs altogether with the massacres.
We provided medical aid to the wounded, all the wounded, and permitted the Khans to resettle at Red Rock Canyon.
No mods, Navaraj Carajaula, welcome to the stream. If you want to see my mods, I have a lot of them. I have so many mods. But if you want to see them, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is down there. I got links. I got a link there. It's on screen. YouTube.com/ColonelRPGGaming. And you just need to open any episode of the Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas, and in the description of those videos, you'll see the mods. So, if you want to check it out, they're there. There's a list of all the mods. I use a 7.1 sound system, says Harry. I use the Z55 Logitechs. Are they up to Z? Back in my day, I was at the E. I had a E54. It was a 4.1 rather than 5.1. And now I have creative speakers. They're not studio monitors, but they're pretty flat. And not in my room, unfortunately. If I make them a little bit loud, they get very boomy. I'm not a big fan of the boom, 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 boom. Logitech used to make good quality stuff. I honestly never really liked the speakers. They were just cheap enough that I would just buy them. But I'm sure they made good stuff. The ones that the E5400s weren't particularly good. I was assumed you were using monitors, Colonel. No, I'm using the Creative T42. So it's the T40, but then it's a 2 I's. It's the second edition. So it's T40 II. Those are the ones that I have. And they're not monitors. I don't use monitors. I don't even use, like, these are not even flat response headphones. They're kind of flat, but these are the HD 559s. Sorry, 599s. The second edition. No, it's only one. It's the 599s. They're kind of like cheaper and less aggressive HD 600s, and also easier to drive. Although I can drive headphones, no problem. Yeah, HD 599. That's Sennheiser, obviously. They're not very nice looking. I'm not a big fan of the. You see this? It's yellow. It's not silver. I know it looks silver on camera. At least it looks on my screen. They're yellow. They're like a beige sort of old school kind of look, and it's all brown and yellow. It's. I mean, I don't mind the look, but it's not. I'm not a big fan of how they look. I keep looking for a pair of Grados to buy. Yeah, for me, they're too expensive for what they are, because over-ear is the best thing for comfort. I'm using Altec Lansing 2.1 surround from mid-1990s. Altec, they make real quality, real good quality headphone amplifiers, don't they? I don't know about the rest of the stuff. 5.1. Yes, the problem with setting up subwoofers is that you need to either you have a good ear for what you want to hear, or it's difficult for me to set up a room. I don't know how to set up a room, basically. The sound of the room changes what it sounds like. So they used to make some of the nicest speakers in the 90s. Yeah, this is a speaker setup. Yeah. Also, my problem with speakers is that I literally don't have room for them. What I've been thinking I want to do in the future is I want to buy an ultra widescreen screen monitor and put it and use it as my sole screen at the bottom, and then I put these 3 screens that I have up top. And so I have an ultra wide screen at the bottom, and then the 3 screens up top, which is a little bit janky to set up, but I can pull it off. It's just I'm not sure if that is better. The reason why that would be better for the speakers is that then I could put the speakers on the outside of the ultra-wide screen. But as it is, because I have 3 screens, I can't put the speakers. I have them beneath my main screen. And these are vertical speakers, so I had to set up a jig to make them sort of work. And they sort of work. They're just not very nice looking. I bought an ultra-wide screen, but I took it back and bought a 16:9 monitor instead. Was it bad quality? Built some stands for them. Yeah, I built this little. I have a thing so they don't fall over, because they're like beyond the edge of the. It's jank. It's total jank. Because if I couldn't, it's just yeah. Because you have to because these are vertical speakers, right? So their width, their cone is very specific. Their lateral cone. So if I just put them flat on the table, they're going to be throwing sound to my belly, and that doesn't work. I need to lift them up a little bit. And then even then lifting them up, I still need to put them behind the screen, and then I don't have table back there, so I had to make a... It's a whole thing. It just didn't fit... Oh, I see. Not a multi-monitor guy. Wait. The ultra-wide screen... You're not a multi-monitor guy, and you didn't like an ultra-wide screen? Interesting. Yeah. The usage is everything, really. Like, it's having multiple screens, if you're not going to use them, it doesn't matter for anything. Oh, the aspect ratio. Yeah, it's kind of... It probably is a pain. That's why I'm thinking of getting the 3 screens that I have right now, getting them up there, because then I can just recline back and just do my thing like this. It's lovely. It's lovely. And then I have the... Basically, I get a usually expensive screen just to not do anything with. Mostly because of the web pages and stuff like that. It's just... It is a pain to use. 21:9, yeah. It's a pain to use. I know. There are software that allows you to make grids for maximization of, like, imagine you just want to maximize your browser window always to a certain size and leave something else for whatever. If you like maximizing stuff, a lot of people don't maximize stuff anymore, especially people coming from Mac or using Mac, because it doesn't maximize stuff there. So, getting back to this. Well, it's taken care of now. I convinced him to leave Bitter Springs alone.
I don't know how you did it, but thank you.
And I can now ask, what can I do to help? Although I think I asked that already. Burp. What can I do to help?
At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief.
Yeah, I'd like to ask something else.
Okay, but make it quick. I'm very busy here.
I think she said that already. I don't need to include that in the Let's Play. Okay, goodbye.
Good luck.
And that is when I cut into what we recorded earlier about going to get the books. So effectively, we get the books after, so it makes it a little bit more sense. It's not tremendously, it doesn't matter tremendously. It certainly doesn't matter as much as it would if I needed to get arcade, because that would be a pain. But then it's going to be that for the stream. Let's see how many hours I've been playing this game. And that's without the reloads, because those don't count into the save. 104 hours. It's sticking up. It's sticking up. You still need to finish this quest before doing anything else on this area. You're very right, Harry. Don't worry. I have it selected, and I will do it. First thing in 2 days' time. No, actually, you might be playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic in 2 days' time. We'll see. But thank you very much for the help, Harry. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. I hope you had a good time. And thank you for comments and all that. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'll see you again in 2 days' time. 3 hours and 20 minutes before now is when I start. Saturday for New Vegas. If in 2 days' time it's definitely not going to be two Star Wars in a row. So if it is Star Wars next in 2 days' time, then Saturday it's going to be it's going to be New Vegas. I'll see. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Bye-bye.